way it's said properly is WNBC.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Coming to you live from Studio 5, high atop the Meadowbrook Building in Metro West, Massachusetts. It's the Wicked Pissah Show. Hello and good evening. It is January 1st, 2017. I'm Byron.
I'm Bumper.
And I'm Allie.
And welcome to the Wicked Pissah Show. It is show 28.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Welcome to 2017.
I feel different.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you guys since last year. Holy
it's
shit.
been forever,
Been
huh?
a whole year.
Yeah. Quick shout out to our friends at Black Dog Radio Show. They talked a lot about us in our last show. And we actually, Byron called in.
Yeah.
Byron gave them a call in. So I don't know.
I wasn't able to listen to the
I was a
show
little
yet.
under the weather.
So, yeah,
Also, I want to give a quick shout out to A Turning Point.
Yep.
I recently...
the Turning Point is in the house.
Yeah, they are. They're here. He's in another part of the house.
Yeah.
Recently, we turned the Wicked Pissah studio into the Turning Point studio.
Hey, no problem.
We did a 2.5 hour New Year's Eve special show for him.
I wish I'd known that. I didn't see that. I don't know how I didn't get the alert.
It was funny.
I usually get all their show alerts.
Right. Well, it was last minute, and we were all just had dinner, and at 7:30 p.m. we watched the show in England.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got the UK direct feed to
Oh,
BBC.
right. Yeah, you have that. Yeah.
And I watched that, which is kind of weird. And then I felt like going right to bed right after the fireworks display. It was kind of weird. But
And Allie, how was your New Year's Eve?
Extremely uneventful.
Boo.
Well, that's a
You
good
were
thing,
crack of
right?
dawn too, right?
Yeah, I was fucking up at 5:30. Not just this morning, but yesterday morning also. Because I had to work. So, yeah, I had to be there,
Right,
for the
yeah.
people that, didn't show up.
Hurry up and wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Chats. I got to bring up the chats here.
We got Black Dog radio shows.
Big D's. Well, Happy New Year.
Is having internet outage today, so he won't be able to listen long.
All right.
That sucks.
But he says Happy New Year, and John says Happy New Year. Joe, Happy New Year.
They've been recently getting beat with weather out there. I think. I noticed a lot of storms are going over the Great Lake area there.
So,
sorry.
sad note, to start the show out with is, all the losses that have, the deaths that have been happening lately.
Sad, but I'm so pissed Kanye West didn't make that cut. Fuck.
We had, let's see, Carey Fisher had a massive heart attack flying from London to LAX, and actually it wasn't a massive heart attack. What they found out was it was cardiac arrest.
Oh.
And the passenger said that she looked lifeless when they were taking her off the plane. Well, of course, if you don't have a pulse, then yeah, you'd be lifeless.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No-brainer
Her
there.
mother, Debbie Reynolds, who is iconic, she's well known for a bunch of things. Singing in the Rain is one of my special favorites. But Debbie Reynolds, Carey Fisher's mother, 2 days after Carey Fisher had passed away, she had a stroke and passed away herself. And apparently her last words were, "I want to be with Carey." So it was basically said that she died from broken heart syndrome.
Yeah. That's sad.
Quickly, too.
That's sad. Well, what else did that? Oh shit! It's probably
Byron's just throwing shit around the studio.
I am.
about a couple years ago. Go ahead. Sorry.
Tiger Lily says Betty White and Keith Richards still alive.
Yep. Well, Betty White, I'm glad. I like to see Betty White.
I am too, and you know what? I was talking about this earlier, and I'm kind of pissed that people were posting shit like that. Is Betty White gonna make it to 2017? It's like,
But
don't
that's the
jinx
big
the
joke.
fucking lady. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a joke. You don't
She's-
joke about somebody's life. What the fuck?
She's gonna be throwing.
sorry,
She's
but I
gonna be
don't think
throwing
that's funny.
punchlines. She's gonna be throwing punchlines attached to a
On
ventilator.
her deathbed, she's
Yeah.
going to
yeah.
be doing. And I love that woman. I think she's just.
She's hilarious. And
She- and she
She's
understands.
amazing and she's brilliant.
I'm willing to bet she understands exactly.
You
what-
okay over there?
Yeah, I know, slapping shit around. I'm willing to bet she understands exactly all the jokes. Because
Yeah.
did you ever see her in the celebrity roasts?
yeah.
She lambastes herself,
Oh, yeah.
and then just launches into somebody else.
Yeah.
And I sat there in shock.
She's
watching
brilliant.
it.
Really
Yeah.
is. She's brilliant. Yeah.
I think she's coming to her own at the
Oh, yeah.
what 80 or,
Yeah, yeah.
or 70.
Yeah. She's definitely. She's knocking at heaven's door, no doubt. But I not to sound rude or cold. I mean, like I said, I do hope she lives.
I'm betting she's going to make this year.
I'll live a lot of people. So.
I think the Black Dog the show had their death pool for 2017.
Yeah, you brought that up, and you know what? You asked about a couple of whiteboards. I bought one. I put one there so we can
You
put our
bought one.
content.
I thought you had one at home.
So I do, but I
Couldn't
it's just
find it.
No, I know right where it is. It's just I kept forgetting it. So it's just easier if I bought another one. And when I do find that, I'll bring that one in. We can always have
we
it.
can hang. I got shit to hang.
Yeah.
Shit on.
So, but we got this one, and I got another one down here.
As you can see,
same
right
thing.
behind Bumpa, there's a big, huge white canvas.
I'm putting shit up, man. I got
I'm
my own
slowly
shit.
putting
I'm
shit
gonna
up,
decor here soon.
And,
You know?
if the Black Dog Radio Show can tell,
We got the Christmas card.
see, if you can see us in the back. See,
Yeah, we got there.
I can't see anything but
We
the Facebook
are-
page, but
We are classfully showing your shirt right behind.
I don't know which way to go.
There you go.
There we go, right there.
Ah.
It's always
So,
the opposite of where you think.
I was trying to find. I remember you bought like a whole bunch of batteries and shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
I told you they were for his
Triple A.
dildos
I
and
know,
his
right?
strap-ons.
I'm trying to talk about that
We don't talk about that on
on the
air.
show. Yeah.
It is.
No, I
Wait until the second hour.
Well, because look what I got, man.
Not
I bought-
second
I
hour.
only was able to find two
What'd
of
you
these
get?
suckers, but blue LED little. I wanted to put a little
oh,
something
shit.
around me,
All right.
maybe around my mic, but
Right, well, we'll get to the batteries.
they
What,
take
let me see.
3 AAA, and
We'll get that.
it's like a little not, like 9 feet of it, so, but it's all. I mean, look how tiny it is.
Battery-operated dewdrop lights.
Yeah, LED to last for forever. Huh?
It does.
So
And the
Sure, and you
batteries.
only got one box, right? No? Two?
there's 2 of those. Yeah.
One for me?
So if you can fight him for it. I'll
No.
put it on the floor, and you guys can duke it out.
Let me see.
I got a
Thank you.
blue rope light that
That's all right. That's all right.
I got it.
She needs some decor. She's all right. We'll work it. I'll get.
Yeah,
I'll
I
see
do
if I
need
can
some
find another
decor.
one soon.
Byron's got his shit over there.
Yeah. So you
And a
can,
window.
you can put like that right around.
I got 2 windows.
Right. Yeah.
And what I need,
And the one you
Byron's
can't
got the
see is
window
open.
view.
Yeah.
what I need is an ottoman. I need to put my feet up on something. It's just kind of
No, you don't
No,
need to
what's
get
that?
any more comfortable than what you already look like.
What's that
Now
movie
just
with
sit back like
Tom Hanks, Sally Field, the comedians?
Tom
that?
Hanks and Sally Field.
Yeah, they were comedians.
Forrest Gump. They're in
No,
Forrest Gump
yeah,
together.
no. It was early '80s.
Big.
But there was one part in it, I always think of it when you say different things about decor.
Well, let me find out.
This guy, and I can't remember his name. He passed away last year too, and he was a funny comedian. He also played. What about that? Something money with Rodney Dangerfield.
punchline.
So, Punchline. Okay, there was another, and he was in
Fit.
there was another movie also Rodney Dangerfield. He was in. I forget what something money. Oh. But anyway,
Punchline.
thank you. So I now have it confirmed. It was
There's
Punchline.
2 batteries here.
I went from 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It won't light up without a third.
Oh, it needs 3.
Yeah.
Byron, you got another AAA battery?
Oh my God!
We need one more battery.
We don't need it now. You can't decorate until after anyway. And
Yeah.
you gotta-
Bullshit.
You'll wrap around your neck. You probably get electrocuted. That make great live video
Hey,
though. I
boy.
mean, if you want to go for it.
And it would be a show that people would keep on coming back to see.
Oh, right. So, jeez.
What in the hell?
It's Pissah time, son. That's right, Jack. It is Pissah time. We're
How
getting
are
there.
these lights? These are dewdrop lights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
LED.
Those little bumps. Those are lights.
Bumpa. Get
Bumper
it?
said bump.
Nothing dewdrop about these.
I dropped some dew.
So the other night I ran into a mutual friend. The other night by Byron's.
What'd you do that for? Why did you run into them?
I didn't run into him physically. You happen to be in the same
You
place.
need to specify.
No, yeah, right. I gotta be careful of that.
Yeah.
A mutual friend. I was at a Chinese restaurant in Shrewsbury.
Oh, yeah.
I just happened to swing in. I had to get something to eat. I kind of in a rush, but I wanted something better than fucking Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Yeah. Chumlee's is pretty good.
Yeah, it is. It was good. Yeah. Chumlee's. Thank you I forgot the name of it. Interesting place, though. It's a Chinese restaurant. You know, the old man, the owner there.
Funny bastard.
Yeah, but he's using a CD player.
Yeah.
And he changes music every 20 minutes or so. So he's got this old CD player, like
all the hits of the 90s,
like 200 fucking discs sitting up there, and he just
like the magazine of
And he's like the non-spoken DJ. Mm-hmm. He just goes up there and he takes it out, picks out another one, puts it in, and it's hilarious to watch. But I mean, anyone introduce? He's Chinese too. Should know MP3, right? Nobody gonna introduce him to MP3?
Well, he's Chinese, not Japanese. They invented the MP3.
Oh, here we go. Bucket up. I'm trying not to go that way, I did get the guys at work had presented me with a interesting question. And they had asked a question before, not necessarily towards women, but for guys, Byron or any other male. Would you suck a dick for $1 million? All
right,
we have somebody in the back.
We have somebody in the back.
The other Roman just like
that's
here. Let me see that shirt.
That's it. Yeah, you gotta go.
Hey, Steve.
Well, we got to present the prize to Chase from A Turning Point.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'll
first answer.
I'll ask that to the listeners, male listeners.
I'm kind of curious.
If you were offered $1 million for a blowjob, and the facts around it is
to receive
to
one?
to give a blowjob.
Give or receive from a man.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's obviously
this in this particular question is to give.
Are we talking tax free?
Well, I brought that up too. Hey, if I had to pay taxes,
because you're only getting $600.
Yeah, exactly. But the facts also around it is nobody would know. Nobody would know. It'd just be completely boom. See, my whole thought, my theory on it for $1 million, I would easily spend half of that, if not more. Just mouthwash therapy.
Oh, yeah, you need therapy. Yeah.
But some guys say, "No, that'd be fine. I could do it without it." So I don't know if anyone else is getting feedback on that yet. Let's see what we got on Facebook. Clicking away over there. Wilfred there for his clit tickler. The batteries.
Wilfred,
the batteries are for your clit tickler.
Oh, for mine.
So for
Byron's,
his own little clit tickler.
So I'm looking in the news. Did you guys realize that Chicago had more homicides in 2016 than New York City and LA combined?
Yeah.
And Christmas weekend they had 50.
Crazy.
Yeah. And they're so proud of their
gun laws.
The gun laws, strictest gun laws in the nation.
And computer. There was New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve attack in Istanbul, Turkey. Turkey.
Yeah, they're still searching for the gunman.
Jesus.
Came from at least 11 countries. The victims in the attack came from at least 11 different countries. Shooting killed many foreigners. Wow. At an Istanbul nightclub in the early hours of New Year's Day. Shook residents as well as victims' families far beyond Turkey.
Here's something that you might like, Allie. The Hollywood sign out in California recently had someone redecorated.
Oh my God! What they do to it?
Hollyweed.
Woo!
Somebody went up with a tarp and covered sections
God.
of the two O's on the end and add a little bit in there.
Hollyweed.
It now reads Hollyweed.
Yo, welcome to
Awesome.
Halloween.
They broke in, and it is funny as hell looking at that. And it looks if you can find it on Google, just put up Hollyweed.
Sure.
And so she'll be able to see it, and she's going to die laughing any minute. But pranksters changed the iconic sign in Los Angeles to Hollyweed by arranging tarps over the letters O. And, someone spent, see, there you go, right there. They spent a lot of money. If you have Google, just Google it, and it says Hollyweed right on.
I fucking love it.
Welcome to Hollyweed.
I love it. Man. That's really creative. That was
Hollyweed, man, right over there at the Compton Munchies.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. I love it.
Oh, I was out tonight.
420 somewhere.
Well, on the way here, I stopped at Walmart to get these little whiteboard things we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's a good
That we'll never use.
we'll use.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll put
okay.
some stuff. Oh, yeah.
All right. Putting that out on the air right now. We'll see how often they get used.
When I actually show up,
I'm going to launch across the table, bitch.
Bring it, bitch.
I know.
Bring it.
Oh.
Think I'm scared of you?
Jack Hammer says, the pickle bag tickler. Oh, boy. The pickle bag
Let's
tickler.
play the singing
How
tickle.
Byron goes, ooh. I wonder if he's had any tickler experiences. So what are some New Year's resolutions, guys? I mean, I've got my usual, want to quit smoking and lose weight bullshit resolutions that never really usually work out. But hopefully they will this year.
Well, the problem, especially the lose weight thing, everyone, right, I'm going to go on this diet. Well, to me, I simplified it. I'm just going to eat better. That's it. And more.
You're not gonna be on
not more
I'm
food.
going to eat a shitload more.
So actually, currently, Bumpa is on the seafood diet. He sees food, he eats
But
it.
the thing is, the problem is I don't eat. I eat once or twice a day, and that's where my metabolism is like shit. Because
I graze, and my
graze,
metabolism is up there.
A little bit, yeah, it's up there. I mean, you're still twice as fat as you were when I first met you, but yeah.
Holy shit! No, I am 3 times as fat as when it's. I weighed in a high wind wearing a windbreaker. It was a danger of me leaving the ground.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad. 27-inch waist, 110 or 11 pounds, soaking wet, and right here we're going to play a little bit of the
yodeling pickle.
Go turn it up a little bit.
That's the yodeling pickle.
The yodeling pickle. Everyone needs a yodeling pickle.
Yeah, enough.
I like Jackhammer says it's Pissah time, son.
Yeah, buddy.
Jackhammer's resolution is to hit 315 on the bench in the gym by early spring. Well, what are you benching now, Jackhammer?
How much do you weigh? And if you're laying on the bench, it's 315. If you're 315 pounds,
well, it's 315 if you're laying on the bench.
Yeah, I take a nap time.
It is 3:15. It is, or no, 9:15.
You guys all have your.
It'd be
9:15. You guys have all your 420. I got my 3:15. I'm
taking my 420, my 3:15. I love it. Diesel is referring to all the deaths in 2016. The majority of those deaths were pieces of crap that don't follow the bullshit gun laws anyway.
Probably
in Chicago.
Probably, yeah.
You're right. No, 90+% of these. Especially in Chicago, got to be more than that. I bet 98% of black on black.
Nearly 8. I'll read up a little more while you're talking.
And I'm sure 98% could be like black on black, and
762 homicides in 2016.
Yeah, majority in the south side of Chicago too. I'm sure. That's where it's all. That's like
more than New York and Los Angeles.
That place needs to be like nuked.
Yeah, scraped off the shoes of humanity.
I think they need a mayor there that would just completely reverse everything and let anyone carry a gun, and they'll think twice about ripping off a store, ripping off Granny or whatever. All
right, so it says Chicago is one of the most violent years in Chicago history. Ended Saturday with a sobering tally of 762 homicides, the most in 2 decades in the city, and more than New York and Los Angeles combined. The nation's third largest city also saw 1,100 more shooting incidents than it did in 2015. According to statistics released by the Chicago Police Department, the numbers underline a story of bloodshed that put Chicago at the center of a national dialogue about gun violence. The data released Sunday are staggering, even for those following the steady news account of the weekends, ending with dozens of shootings and monthly death tolls that hadn't been seen in years. The increase in homicides compared to 2015, when 485 were reported, it's the largest spike in 60 years.
Yeah.
New York City logged 334 homicides in 2016.
Yeah.
And LA data shows 294 homicides in 2016.
Wow.
Chicago had 762.
Hey, at least
So for those in
DC dropped out of
Chicago-
the top 10.
Right? Yeah. So to those in Chicago, Happy New Year.
So we got a Tiger Lily jumped in. For those left in Chicago, Happy New Year.
What? Sorry.
We got Tiger Lily jumping in on the food topic.
What you go
She
for?
notices, and she's getting rather comfortable with you. Bumps sometimes post.
Hey.
That's a Wilfred
Thanks,
thing.
Wilfred. Yeah,
There you
well,
go. Sometimes post foodstuffs. Make a grilled cheese in a waffle maker. Cut it up for croutons and tomato soup. I know
can do
you
that.
like tomatoes.
I
I
don't
do
like
that,
croutons. Croutons, I don't do croutons.
Yeah, but if you did if you took it and put it into a waffle
there's a
maker.
question right there. Are they croutons or croutons?
No, they're croutons.
Oh, the croutons. You have to mix it up even more.
That's right.
They're not croutons, not croutons, they're croutons.
I have to fuck up the most simple of projects by coming up with a completely different.
That's what he loves to do. Just like when he fucked with us with, no, it's Eastern Daylight Time. It's not Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
No, Daylight Savings. It's like,
Daylight savings.
he just has to be that.
EDT and
he
EST.
has to be that technical fuck, you know?
Yep.
Late Night with Mr. Ed says all those people getting shot in Chicago and Obama isn't going back. Damn. Happy New Year. And Jack Hammer says our mayor sucks major ass. Gizzard, I actually go into a workout place this year.
I picture either.
Oh, he hopes to go into a workout place this year.
I picture either Obama or Michelle, probably Michelle, running for mayor in Chicago.
So Jack Hammer weighs
sucks.
I'm throwing him out there, but he threw himself out there. Sorry, Jack Hammer. Weighs 175, putting up 265 right now. That's what he's benching. And he
Well,
wants
say
to
the
bench 315. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Gizzard-
can do it. You
Gizzard-
can do
I
it.
hope to actually go into a workout.
I know. I just read those. If you weren't
Go to a
listening.
workout place.
So we got a little bit of political news.
What you got?
No.
The tweeter in chief is Trump. He campaigned by social media.
And
Is he gonna
Yeah.
gonna govern on social media?
No, but I think he will use it to vent. He will use it to express his feelings, because we know we know he doesn't say the best. He doesn't make the best choices on
No,
what
and
he
I've
says.
got some odd tweets by
Yeah.
him here. He's
And-
got number one.
Yeah,
He declared his love for all Spanish speakers because of taco bowls. Remember
Yeah.
that one? He was.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then number two, he feuded with a former Miss Universe over her weight. Now, that's a little odd.
There was going back to the taco thing. There was a video
Of
at
him
the beginning,
eating?
right? There early
Yeah.
in his campaign of him. I love Mexicans. Look at this.
I love my Mexican taco salad myself, but
Right?
yeah, he announced his vice presidential pick over Twitter. That's a first.
But you know what? It when he does stuff like that, it's him delivering it out to the people first. No filter, which he needs.
But
but
that's another thing.
He needs a
connected
filter.
directly with voters that way.
and that's right.
so-
That's the thing I like. I like because there's none of that media puffing it up or his media people trying to soften shit up first. That's coming out of his mouth.
He
You know,
did.
his thoughts, whatever.
It was
But-
like basically reinventing a traditional campaign of a rapid response.
Yeah.
And it was probably the fastest. And people were reaching this guy directly.
Yeah.
That's never been done before. Obama doesn't even answer his own tweets.
Oh, he probably barely answers his wife's calls.
I wouldn't either.
Hillary carries hot sauce in her purse. I guess that gives her the black card. Ooh, kids. Hillary Carey.
Fuck off.
Yes, that gives her
I'd carry
the
hot
black
sauce
card.
if I carried a purse. Are you shitting me? I put hot sauce on everything. I
Byron,
put shit on
Byron,
everything.
you know you have a purse, all right?
No, I have a MERS. No, actually, we have Chase from a turning
yeah.
point out there in the living room.
He probably has one.
He carries a MERS.
Oh, do you?
He does, yeah.
Yeah, well, they call it a
MERS.
I know, but there's the
Well,
real messenger
I don't know.
bag or something.
Yeah, but it's
French,
like some sort of really
it's a
expensive
French thing,
one.
yeah.
But it's a French thing.
Wee, huh? Motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Wee, motherfuckers.
So
Yeah.
apparently, Mariah Carey's New Year's Eve performance was a show-stopping performance. Literally.
She sucked, dude.
Apparently,
right?
she
Fucked
had
up.
a meltdown.
My wife was telling me this.
Well, why don't you shut up and I'll tell you about it.
No, I ain't letting you.
She was on the Dick Clark's New Year's Eve, New
Still
Year's
picking
Rockin'
up
Eve
that.
with
Still
Ryan
good.
Seacrest.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Yes, Dick Clark,
did.
R.I.P. Yes, absolutely. And I was like, wait, what? An audio track malfunctioned. Malfunction was reported while Carey was lip syncing to some of her biggest onstage songs in front of live audience, in front of millions. Just moments before the ball dropped on Times Square, it seemed the ball dropped on the 5-time Grammy award-winning artist.
Where's your MERS?
Where's your shirt?
He's got the MERS.
Oh,
Chase is gonna he's gonna go get his MERS for us.
The pop star's backup dancers walked her down the stairs as she looked puzzled and attempted to sing the second song, Emotions, song that earned her a Grammy. Known for her vocal range, Carey seemed to be struggling to reach notes and appeared to have lost her lyrical footing. While the music played in the
What a decade
background,
ago.
she told the audience that a proper sound check was not in place before her performance.
That's bullshit.
I don't know. The technical malfunction continued. Frustrated Carey was on the stage, pointed to the audience as she turned the microphone on them.
I think, bullshit. They said it didn't
Hey,
do a sound check.
we have technical difficulties.
We do, but when you're in a venue that big, why?
For time. Yeah, you'd think for New Year's Eve, Times Square, they're gonna do a proper fucking sound check.
You would think, yeah. And then say, we don't need one. That's bullshit. I mean, you got, millions of people. They're literally within blocks of that fucking place. And you got to say...
No, what probably happened, she screwed up and blamed it on the
Well,
lack of
she
a
got caught
check.
fucking lip syncing.
You know that they did an audio check. We do an audio check before every
They
show.
all... Excuse me. They all lip sync.
On something like that, I'm going to say about 90% of them do, probably.
Exactly.
There are a few that will do live and refuse to do lip syncing. Those are few and far between now. Fucking millennials. They don't. It's just everybody.
We got Rizzo is listening in.
Hey, Rizzo, Happy New Year.
Three Stooges marathon tonight. Oh boy, and he's gonna listen to us too. Oh boy.
It's Rizzo's team.
Oh, we need to talk about the Rizzo Minute, Sports Minute.
Oh, yep.
Patriots kicked out.
But yeah, hey Rizzo, let me ask you that question that we were asking everybody else. Would you suck a guy's dick for $1 million if nobody knew?
Rizzo's
For $1 million, buddy.
No,
if nobody
he
had to
wouldn't
know,
even do that
would
for
you
that.
do it? All right. So anyone else listening out there, we'd love to hear your 2 cents. Would you do it? And you know what? I won't even put your name on it. It's yes or no.
Even though I think he's kind of a fruit.
Oh, I mean,
Allie should what, Rizzo?
Allie should react it. Yeah. Okay. She was busy with her hair. Plead the fifth. I don't know. Okay.
Mariah Carey he's talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, she screwed up. I heard that. But I think the sound check thing, that's a big factor when you're doing something like that.
Well, yeah. Especially a show as big as New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Times Square, of all places.
Wait, the other night, Byron and I were out for a couple.
Here we go. We got Chase's MERS right here.
Oh.
Point that camera
Here.
over there. Hold on a second.
Oh,
I got it. Here, I got
We got it on Allie's camera.
it. This is a MERS.
That's nice.
Everybody wave hi to
That's
Chase.
actually not bad. I like that.
This Steve Chase from A Turning Point, people.
Yeah. let's go back
You don't
there.
get to see him ever
There
because
you go.
his
There's the audio.
computer can't stand
I don't
the,
think he realized
the
he was
pressure.
on.
His computers, although now he's getting a new one on Thursday.
Beat the shit out of these.
Yes, it will.
Byron managed should get a old.
Rizzo said $1 million. Byron would do it for free.
Wow.
I was like,
So, okay, but like, would you guys give/receive?
Oh, I don't know. I to me, it's just as bad either way. I don't.
Why? If you close your eyes, you don't know the difference. Unless you hit the stubble.
that one goes out to Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy, yeah, it's really exciting until you hit the stubble.
I
I'm
really
like,
think.
hell.
I think
You know,
2016 that was kind of a shitty year. Was a seminal year for Allie. She found out what a glory hole actually was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
And
found out a
that's-
couple of things.
a couple of things.
A couple of things she probably didn't want in it.
The glory hole, and that, yeah, going back to that glory hole, as our frequent caller Chrissy says, fucking,
Chrissy visits.
a glory hole is very exciting. Why is it exciting? Because you don't know if it's a guy or a girl until you hit the stubble.
Oh my
How is that
Holy
exciting?
shit.
I'd be like freaking out the whole
Fucking-
goddamn time. I couldn't do it. Exactly.
It's all about the weirdness for him.
Well, yeah, I guess. But you're right about the weirdness part. That's some people like the freaky
Yeah.
shit, the freaky weird shit. I mean, you're not too far off yourself,
Hey.
but not like that though. I mean, not just complete random something like that. You would not do.
No.
Okay, I was
No.
just stick it in blind.
Rizzo said Chrissy's an equal opportunist.
Who's gonna put? I gotta ask a question. All right. So you asked your question. I asked my question. Who's crazy enough to stick their cock into a hole? Just a hole.
You
just
guys
in a
do it
wall.
all the time.
No, into a hole in a wall. You never know what is on the other side of that. Could have a pair of like.
It's gonna be me on the other side with a piranha.
Well, that's just it's the
Fucking hedge trimmers.
The hedge trimmers, right? Yeah, the landscaper.
Glory
trimmer.
hole this motherfucker.
Right? Exactly.
Now, if you hear like this noise, it's like a hedge trimmer or something. You're like, oh, this is not going to be good. But you hear that a split second, and then all of a sudden, oh, Jesus Christ! I had a few. I had a few beers before the show.
A few.
So
You were
Just a
late for
few.
the show, dude.
I was.
That's the whole
coming
reason we
from
were
beers.
late was because Byron was late.
That was the first time I've been late for the show.
Yeah.
I've never been late.
Y'all came flying in like
Yeah,
I was here
you were
before
getting in
8
a
o'clock.
parking lot.
I was
2
here
minutes
before 8
before, and
o'clock.
you came skating in.
I was here.
You should see where I had to park tonight.
I know.
I
right?
pulled in and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, lots full.
Are these
like a
guys
fucking
fucking with
shopping
me,
mall.
telling me that there's a fucking show tonight? When
Nobody's here.
Nobody's here.
I'm like, Byron's car
Did
is
you
not
beat
even
him?
here. No.
Oh,
But I looked up and I saw that the light was on in here.
I drove in. I saw all the lights on. I figured somebody must have hit Alexa on the way in. But
Yeah.
it's just
Alexa.
Oh, me and Alexa had a few conversations. It took a few minutes.
You are a
I got the
douchebag.
living room lights on.
yeah, I saw that. Well, the bedroom light isn't on, so he didn't say every. The key word is when you walk in, you say echo
Yeah.
everything on,
Okay.
and it will turn.
Because I was saying all the lights on.
yeah, you got to say.
And I said
everything
lights
on.
100%. I was going. Finally, I'm
I
like,
wish
I
I
know.
was here to hear that because I'm sure you were saying it like a million different ways.
I was. And then finally, I knew how to do the living room ones. It's boom. All right, those came on. All right, throw my shit on the floor. All right. Like fucking.
I'm surprised you didn't hit the switch by the door, but
I didn't. And the light didn't come on at first.
yeah, no, it's
And then so as after I walked into the living room,
I'm
light came
surprised
on.
the place hasn't burned down with all those fucking wiring problems we have.
No, Rizzo. I've never been to Chicago. And
Maybe someday.
Byron and Allie going at it again. LOL. Whatever that means. I don't
Typical.
know what the fuck that means.
I
But
don't get that. Well, Rizzo is about 5 minutes behind all of us, so
and probably about a case of beer ahead of us.
Well, you got to think. He's
No,
watching us on
kidding me? A
Facebook, so it's
case?
going to take a little while for.
he can't even lift a case of beer up.
Oh,
He
there we
wouldn't be
go.
able to drink one.
See. Now no, his fingers are typing out.
I know,
He's
I
got
was like,
those
them
chubby little
fighting
fingers
words.
going.
He's gonna get carpal.
That son of a bitch.
He's got carpal tunnel syndrome right now.
Oh shit. Yeah, but going back to the glory hole discovery, that was fucking hilarious. I honestly was. I was flabbergasted. She didn't know what a glory hole was.
Yeah,
and I was just like, I can't. She did really asking this. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
It kind of surprised me that I didn't know what it was.
So there are like I think somebody was saying on Craigslist there are groups that meet for this shit. You know there and then there's another thing. The group you can meet the glory hole meets for this shit. You know it's fun.
What websites are you going to?
I told you Craigslist. You'd be on Craigslist. You find that crazy shit.
I try not to go. I mean.
No, you're looking for shit. If you don't just
crazy
stumble,
shit.
you don't just stumble.
I go to look. I'm looking for not to go to, but to look at.
Allie, he calls.
It's called
research. Right,
likely story.
Research. It's called plausible deniability and show research.
Bullshit.
Research.
Bullshit.
God, if anybody's listening in a car right now, their speakers all just blow out.
You're listening to the Wicked Pissah Show. If you're not listening to us, you don't know what the fuck you're missing.
There's a story behind that little bumper there.
Yeah.
We had to get Allie really bullshit that night.
It's funny. That's why
she didn't even
play
want
it with
to
a
say
smirk
that.
on her face.
I didn't
know what to say is what it was. I didn't know what to say.
But when you said that, you went like this, that sucks. That fucking sucks. I don't like this music. Don't. Well, that's pretty good. After it was all edited together.
All right. Well, you want to take a quick break? Oh, no?
How about before we do that?
That's fine.
We talk about some of the weird shit that people drop.
Why can't we do that after the break? Why do you have to jump to a segment
we can
when
do
he's
that.
talking about
I'm
just kind of curious.
Going to play Power Glide, One Good Lick. I love that song.
Sure, it's a good
tune. So, I know our friends do. So.
Nothing wrong with a good lick.
So something to look forward to when we come back. 16 weird things we drop to ring in the new year.
The ball.
Awesome.
The ball.
Yeah, and I got a few more awesome things to talk about.
Outstanding.
So, all right, we'll be back in a few minutes, folks.
All right, next, this coming up, Power Glide. You're listening to the Wicked Pissah Show.
Most every single day in magazines, in every display. You know I like it. You know I like it hot. And when it's time, you know I'll never stop. You know I'll give up. Yes, I'll give up one good lick. Every time that she comes around, I like to watch her when she's going down. And every time, you know I'm gonna watch, 'cause I'll take it, 'cause I'll take a lot. And I'll give her, yes I'll give her one good lick. You know I'll give her, yes I'll give her one good lick. I need to tell ya, you got to understand, You got to lend a hand. You know I like it. Ooh, I like it hot. And when it's time, you know I'll never stop. When I'll give her, yes I'll give her one good lick. You know I'll give her, yes I'll give her one good lick.
All right, welcome back to the Wicked Pissah Show. I'm Byron.
I'm Bumper.
And Allie will be back in a few
Momentarily.
moments. And that was Power Glide. They're from the Chicagoland area.
Yep.
A little bit west of there.
Yeah.
Outstanding stuff, and that was one good lick.
So.
And here's Chase. Say hi,
Holly.
Chase. He's, he brought
Chase,
my,
have a seat then, huh?
he brought my nuts. Yeah, have
you
a
got
seat.
nuts,
Sit
yeah.
in for a moment there. Allie
Okay,
will
I'll
be
sit in
back.
for Allie for a
Well.
second.
Get
This is Chase. He allowed me
Hi.
to co-host on his most recent show.
Yes,
The
and it was fun.
the
a turning
special.
point. Yeah.
It was a good. I think that was a great show.
It was a spontaneous show
2.5 hours.
because we're on a redesign time right now. We're down,
Yep.
so we're doing a whole redesign on the show. So it was like, why don't we do a show tonight? Last night,
And
he was
pop
like-
and
I was
boom.
at the equipment heaven of.
I just need a
podcasting.
spare laptop for the next time you come down, so I can throw it up there, so you can.
Oh, I should have used the. I should have used the pad a little bit more. Than
Yeah, you'll get used to it though.
So, but I'm sitting in for Allie right now while here on a Wicked Pissah show because she
Yeah.
gave me a T-shirt.
Right, there you go.
Hey, Allie.
I'm going to put her back. Nice to see you all.
Well,
Bye.
thanks for stopping in, man.
I'm back. Sorry, folks.
All right.
Oh,
All right. I know you've all been eagerly awaiting this next segment.
Yes, you.
I know I have because I reported it first on a turning point last night.
Oh,
If
you
you turn
bastard.
in, so some of us
You're
are
gonna
going to
share it again?
I'm going to share it again.
Awesome.
So this is 16 weird things we dropped to ring in the new year. New York City, everybody knows the ball. And in Frederick, Maryland, they drop a giant key. The tradition is an homage to Francis Scott Key, who wrote the Star Spangled Banner and is from that town. We have Vincennes, Indiana. They drop 17 watermelons.
Wow, that's a.
I'm thinking,
there's got to be a significance to the.
yeah, it doesn't really.
Oh,
Savannah, Georgia. They, instead of dropping, they raise this. It's a giant to-go cup. Now, I was speaking with Chase earlier, and he was talking about when he stayed in Savannah, Georgia. Much like Vegas, when you leave a bar, you can get a to-go cup,
ooh,
which is something that is fantastic in my
shit.
mind. But it's like a red Solo cup, which
Yeah.
recently...
died.
Yep, the
Maker of the Red Solo.
the
Yeah.
inventor of the Red Solo Cup died
Wow.
this year, so that was another sad moment in
that's awesome.
drinking.
I
Yeah.
guess there's going to be a 2020 special for Carey Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. 7 Revelations from Todd Fisher is what it's going to be called. Due to the tragic holiday season for their family, they passed within a day of each other. So,
Jeez.
I mean, not a good way to start out the year. Shit.
Yeah.
What else you got, man?
All right, well,
Shame.
back to the weird things that we drop in the
Sorry.
new year. Easton, Maryland. Crab drop.
Drop crabs.
Kind of self-explanatory.
Crawfish.
Crawfish.
The crawfish
Now,
drop.
this one we had a
Maryland.
weird time with last night. Number 5, in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. The bologna drop.
Are we talking
Yeah,
like full slice or
No,
loaves
we're
or-
talking
Oh,
20
That huge bologna.
10-pound blocks of bologna that they drop. No, it slowly drops down. And then I guess they cut it towards the last couple of feet, and it hits the ground. And then there's people out there from the company throwing, I don't know, pre-wrapped slices of bologna or something into the crowd. We played the video, and it was kind of fucked up looking.
Wow.
Mechanicsville, Pennsylvania, drops a wrench It commemorates the town founders that started. It basically started as an Eagle Scout project more than a decade ago. They kind of drop a.
Only a decade. That's fairly young.
Oh yeah, Tallapoosa, Georgia, the possum drop. Town in West Georgia was once called Possum Snout.
The possum.
They stuffed a possum in a ball covered in holiday lights and they lower it. That's kind of fucked up. Mount Olive, North Carolina.
I've heard of that place.
They drop a pickle. I don't think it yodels, but
No. Just a pickle, a big pickle, or a jar of pickles.
well, actually, there's 2 towns that do that.
A pickle tickle.
There's Mount Olive.
Hey, I want a
is a
pickle
brand.
tickle.
There you go.
I'd like a pickle
but
pickle.
Mount Olive is also a brand, a pickle brand.
Right, well, it's
could be the
North
home.
Carolina town at the corner of Cucumber and Vine Streets. There's a 3-foot glowing pickle that's lowered.
Oh.
And then in Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, there's a town that drops a glowing pickle.
Excuse me, I'm adjusting myself.
Let's see if we can figure
I'm just
out.
looking at the video. I see myself with my hand on my shirt. So
Reaching down, grabbing some boobs.
yeah.
Self reach around, folks.
All right, so
The
let's
jackhammer.
see if we can guess where
Number.
the potato drop happens.
Idaho.
There you go. Boise, Idaho.
Boise, of course.
Giant foam potato they drop. Akron, Pennsylvania.
Used condom on a pickle tickle.
Yeah.
Gizzard, that's gross.
In Akron, Pennsylvania, they drop a shoe. It's a canvas and rope light laces. And they just kind of drop that.
Like the same shoe, probably.
This one's kind of fucked up. Eastover, North Carolina.
They're
they
all
have a-
kind of fucked
Oh,
up.
yeah. Eastover, North Carolina, they have a flea drop.
Flea drop.
Flea drop.
30-pound ceramic flea is
Oh, okay.
dropped. And then they fire a cannon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
All right, let's.
Walt Disney Studios as a lowly in-betweener whose artwork filled the gaps between the animators' two drawings. That painted Bambi, whose paintings inspired Disney's Bambi and other films, passed away at 106 years old.
Oh, jeez. Hey, we are back live on Spreaker. So if you're listening live,
I may
with
have
another net hiccup.
figured out. I'm going to have to
Disconnect one of the 500 things you got plugged into that
I
thing.
got a couple of new 2 gigahertz devices that I unplugged one. So
Okay.
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir singer quits over Trump inaugural. Good.
Yeah, let's
Go the fuck away.
go back to Byron's after the giant 30-pound flea.
all right,
That
so let's
that we
see.
did catch before we bumped. So
Number 13. Let's see if you guys can guess what this is. The peach drop.
Georgia.
There you go. All right. Since 1989, the peach state has rung in each new year with a peach drop. A giant 800-pound peach.
Is it a real
centerpiece.
peach?
Probably not.
I'd like to take a bite of an 800-pound peach.
I wouldn't. You might get stuck in it, you know. You might.
I'm not talking about diving in. I'm talking about taking a bite. William Christopher from the show MASH passed away also.
Yeah.
Father Mulcahy,
oh yeah,
he passed away.
yeah, Gizzard or Jack. Somebody was just talking about mentioned that a little
Yep,
while ago.
That's a
I
sad thing.
chime in on that. That was a good point out there. I like
Good.
that show. I mean, it was
It was fantastic.
it was it came out when I was like born, but I mean,
Shut up.
Yeah, Byron, you old
but it
fuck.
was all right. Yeah, you old dog, you.
I watched that in first run.
And that my friends tells you exactly
Yeah.
what we're dealing with around here.
All right, we get the final. We're in the final stretch here. Number 14 is the cherry drop in Traverse, Michigan. According to the website in their town, Michigan grows 75% of the nation's annual tart cherry crop. Kind of weird.
I love
Weird.
cherries, though.
This one,
I
we
always
actually,
wish I could get mine back.
Yep. Well, there
Maybe
you
if
go.
I don't have sex long enough, maybe it'll grow back.
Could happen.
Let's find out. Okay, we'll do an
Weirder things have
experiment.
happened. This one is a favorite of mine in Bangor,
Heard it here
Maine.
first, folks.
Bangor, Maine has a beach ball drop. I actually watched that one on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Take a huge beach ball, and they put it on the string,
Yeah.
and they just throw it off the side of the building. It's all lit up in Christmas lights. Kind of cool. It's a real party atmosphere. It looks interesting. Looks cold.
You said Florida, right?
Bangor, Maine.
Oh, Bangor, Maine. Oh.
And the
Duh,
final
man.
one we have in
Totally.
Sarasota, Florida, is the pineapple drop. We didn't look up that one. It just was what we kind of saw in pineapple drop in Florida, huh?
Somebody could get hurt if they're too close to that.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, those are the weird things that people drop to ring in the new year.
That is strange, though. I mean,
I figured it was topical.
no, it is. Yeah, it is. But some of the like the flea drop. I mean, I guess you'd have to do a little more research on the significance
Of the
some
flea.
of the
Yeah.
or like the fucking baloney. The drop and shuffle on the baloney. I mean,
I suppose I could look that up.
all the time it would take, and it'd be
I
awful.
know.
The baloney drop.
In Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
So,
If you look that up, if you guys are listening and you're watching,
yeah, we are watching again. We
Yeah.
are reconnected there.
if you're watching, or you can go online and look that up. It's really kind of weird. It's just gigantic blocks of bologna that they just drop in the crowd.
I'm sure you find it by.
So
Baloney drop.
I said what my New Year's resolutions were. What are you guys' resolutions? Are you done with your countdown?
Oh yeah, we're done with that.
All right. So, Byron, what's your New Year's resolution?
I made a resolution to no longer make resolutions.
You think you stopped making resolutions? God, years
Like
ago.
30
Everybody
years
should have a resolution. It's just a goal. Everybody should have goals.
ago, to wake up,
Right? Yeah. Make
Get
it,
up every
make the
day.
next day. Well,
make it through another
That's
year.
you guys are fucking stupid. Anytime I try to fucking do something or anything, whatever, you guys should just fucking. Duh.
oh, I
Fuck
honestly,
you both.
I honestly did not make any
Hi,
resolutions.
Chrissy. Nice to hear from you.
Oh,
Happy
the
New
douchebag
Year.
is on. There we go.
Chrissy.
Yeah.
I only got 2 douchebags right now.
Cornhole, the glory hole. Oh, shit. So, going back with... what? You got something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, this is according to Fox 43 in Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Central Pennsylvania continues its trend of unusual drops to ring in the new year. People in Lebanon are making their
Excuse me.
preparations for the annual bologna drop. It's the 20th year of this
20 years of dropping baloney. Don't they know there's starving children in Africa?
in China.
That's
we
easy to
discussed this
$5 a
other
block,
day,
right?
too. Well, instead of dropping the typical 200-pound
You know-
tube of lunch meat,
It's 200
changed
pounds. 200 pounds is what they drop.
they changed it this year to 20 separate 10-pound blocks of bologna. And
You know, that's
each
such a
drop
waste
is
of
its own
food.
cage.
That is such a waste of food, and that shit kind of pisses me off. I'm sorry. Okay, so celebrate New Year's, but
but
you
wait.
don't have to drop bologna. Feed that to the fucking kids that are on the street right now.
Can't.
Give the kid a turkey. Sorry. That was bad. All right, so organizers say that the spicy
I'll
lunch
give
meat,
you a fucking turkey.
the spicy lunch meat will then go to a local nonprofit organization to help feed those in need.
Okay, good. So I
it's
went
all
off
wrapped
for
up.
nothing.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
All right.
you gotta let me read. I gotta read at reading speed. But
I'm sorry. I'm like on alley speed.
Lebanon is the home of Lebanon bologna. And from the very beginning, 20 years ago, it's always been an edible product that they give away to charities at the end of the evening. So it's kind of...
Makes some
That
sense.
makes sense. It's a fucking weird way of doing it, but I guess it's sealed in a cage that they drop it in. But a 200-pound block of bologna before, and now apparently they've decided instead of just making a special one, they'll set it up so that they can give each
I
individual
was going to say, so like
charity.
if I was in that crowd and I ran out for that bologna, could I get
You'd
myself a big fucking block and take it home?
You would have to tackle a couple of cops, push your way through, and then you.
Well, I'm
sink
glad
your
at
teeth
least
right
that
in.
it goes to charities.
Charitable, yeah.
I mean, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, but you talk about food waste. There's tons of food.
My God.
Wow.
There you go.
Excuse me.
Those of you listening on Spreaker, that
was
me.
Byron.
That's Allie. That's Allie. Jackhammer says the good old soiled glory hole. Huh?
Oh
my God.
That's an
Oh, you know what? Come to think of it, now that he said soiled, Jackhammer, thanks for putting this in my head.
Oh my God. What have you done?
That's fucking gross. Because how many dicks were in that glory hole before you put yours in there?
Oh, I'm gonna. No.
And how many balls were up against the wall?
Why did she do this to me, Byron?
How
She
many
wants me to-
balls were up against the wall?
You know, but our buddy Chrissy probably doesn't give a shit about that, right? I mean, the more sweat, probably he's gonna think that
As
is
long
more
as he
lube.
doesn't feel the stubble, he's good.
Right? He thinks that sweat, oil, and whatever else is in there is just more lube. Make it happen, baby. Boom, boom,
bacon
boom.
fat.
And yeah, but you got to be careful. Then you end up with a tramp that, like I like to say, is
A tramp? Wait a minute. You
or
said
it could be a
tramp?
guy. A guy could be a tramp too.
Okay.
Somebody on the other end.
I'm just checking.
All right.
I'm just putting you in check.
Yeah, the tramp on the other end of the wall, if it is, it could be a dog, cow, whatever else. Back the buck up.
Back the buck up. What?
That's what I heard too. I was like, wait, did I hear that right?
But like I always,
Bucket a bucket.
but like
have another tall boy bumper.
like I say, she or he or them are not wet; they're still full.
What?
I love the face. She's not wet; she's still full. You get that one?
Yeah, I mean,
All
it's
right, thank
fucking
you.
stupid.
Oh, I guess. I don't know, Byron.
If that's the case, then
Right.
my eyes water out of control.
Wow, she said that. Oh boy. All right, going back to dick sucking. I have a question that could apply.
Listen
I
to
love
you.
his face. His face fucking cringe. I love it.
There's a fucked up topic.
All right, no, but this is good. That first top right is fucked up topic.
Byron, seriously, if you had your eyes closed, your dick is being sucked.
Oh my God!
All right.
And you
Hold on. Shut your face. All right. Your dick is being sucked.
Okay.
You don't feel stubble. You don't feel anything. Just the mouth on your dick doing its job. Whatever. You open your eyes, and to your surprise, it's a guy.
What
do you do?
Door.
You die? Have a heart attack? Do you cringe? Do you let him finish?
He's cringing, thinking about it.
Yeah, but he's hesitating, so he's thinking about letting him finish.
Choosing his words wisely.
I'm tempted to say something that I know that superfan Chrissy would say.
Oh boy! And what's that?
A
I
hole
believe
is a
Chris-
hole.
Hey, it does it right. It's doing a job, and I bet Chrissy would say that. Hey, you know who cares? Yeah, it's a job. What the
Excuse me.
fuck? Hey, if it does the job, it does the job. Well, but no, I was going to twist that again. That was the $1 million question of the guy sucking.
Okay, well, what about you though? He answered the question. What about you?
No,
No, I don't think he would. He would.
because
No,
I'd be the type that
But
happen to glance down something.
say that your eyes
Boom,
were
cold
closed.
cock the
But
motherfucker.
say
Really?
that your eyes were already closed.
You get violent.
Say that your eyes were already
Yeah.
closed,
All
and
right.
you didn't know.
Right.
If you didn't know,
that's going to the glory hole
or
thing.
if you ended up with a chick with a dick.
It's going to the glory hole thing,
Ooh,
okay?
that's a good question.
Yeah, if you ended up with a chick with a dick,
This-
what would you do? Would you commit homicide? Would you dismember the member? Would you?
Well, now we know we've got hate crime across from you.
No.
Would you
No.
accept it lovingly?
Lovingly.
What would you do?
That's strong.
I don't think anybody's going to connect.
Lustfully.
Select lovingly with this surprise.
Yeah, but you know what? Some people might be turned on by it. You never know. I mean, granted,
Jackhammer said you wouldn't notice. No way. No, he said you wouldn't
Jackhammer.
notice. Yeah.
Jackhammer said punch right to the throat.
Oh,
Hold on a second. No, he needs his nuts.
Not yet. I'm thinking.
That was Shays from a turning point popping in.
Steve, we got here.
I got a whole
Come here,
tray of nuts.
Eat Bumpus nuts.
They're tasty.
Bumpus nuts are good.
But no, all right.
You heard it from the turning point.
It would be. It would be like instead of a glory hole, it'd be like the glory bed. Like I said, just go in the bedroom, lay down, close your eyes, all right, and wait for the blowjob. You're not going to know who or what it is.
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't.
but
That's a glory. Glory, whatever. I can't do.
You know me too well that I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
Right. Exactly. I couldn't do it. That's the same thing with the glory hole or anything like that. Just nope. Don't worry about it. Just go lay down and someone will be with you. No,
I walk into a bar. The first thing I'm looking for, exits.
How do I get the fuck out of
always
here?
look for the exits because I always want to make sure I know how to get the fuck out.
There's
if I
two
need
reasons why the station down in Rhode Island.
Jackhammer. I'm
And
sorry.
then the other reason is you just never know when a Hell's Angel fight is going to break out in the bar, and you need to get out because lady might be there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's scary. She's scary. She scares me. Rizzo says we're raunchy tonight. We're raunchy every show, Rizzo. Where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
This show's a little bit more alcohol fueled tonight.
Well, again, I'm going to
On your part, maybe.
A little bit.
So we created the glory bed. Right, we'll call it the glory bed. Right, because you lay in your bed and
Is that what you're
don't
calling
worry about it. Yeah, we'll call it the glory bed.
The glory bed, okay,
All
with
right.
the eyes closed.
Yeah, eyes closed and whatever sucks you, and
you sit there
supposedly you
praying.
wouldn't know. Yeah, and then you wake up and you go.
Yeah, you might not know.
Hopefully they don't have my
could
goatee
end up-
there.
You could end up getting through it without never knowing the difference.
I understand that, but
A mouth is a mouth.
I would be like,
But Bumpa keeps on opening his eyes.
I'd be like, who the? Yeah, I would, and I would freak out, and
Oh, wait, hold on.
You could end up enjoying it more.
oh my God, could end up enjoying it more, and I know guys at work are gonna love that.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Oh, but again, these are guys at work with.
Oh shit! I died. My computer died.
Oh, I'll switch over.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you for a little bit. Oh, how much?
She needs some power.
Probably last 5 minutes. So hold
I
on.
know. All of a
Reach.
sudden.
Hold on.
Oh my God! She
He's
is just.
pulling it. I'm not. Wasn't me.
Allie's pulling the cord.
So the guys at work that created the $1 million question in the first place came up with another question that
Which
would.
I know these guys.
I know, yeah.
It's a
Another
disturbing
question.
little group.
Another question that would apply, but this would apply for both sexes. Okay.
They had multi-questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that were to come down to the $1 million question for guys, or simply for girls, if you had to give the blowjob,
Hey,
would it be
I'm game. The pole or the hole.
right. if you're in a position where you, like you said, you had to whatever give the blowjob, would you give it to one? Would you give it to one guy 10 times, or would you give it to 10 dicks once?
What?
Say that one more time.
Well, yeah, if you had to do a blowjob 10 times, you have the option of giving the same dick a blowjob 10 times, or 10 different dicks one blowjob.
And this question is to me.
No, 10. It goes to the $1 million question. All right, if you were to do the blowjob, but then there was a stipulation.
I'm never going back to your work again.
My computer won't turn back on.
Yeah, it was dead, huh? But yeah, that was the question. So all right, maybe what should be posed to Allie. All right, Allie, if you were to have a chance to, whatever, you had to give a blowjob.
You know what? I'm going to say I like variety, so I would suck 10 different dicks. How's that?
You heard it here, folks. That is the Wicked Pissah Show. That's what we do here.
On that note,
We
I'm
make
getting a
that
beer.
kind of shit happen. Yeah. We need beer. We'll make shit keep going. And, what your 2 cents is helps us all. Lorena Bobbitt time. You're right, Gizzard. That's exactly what would happen if I fucking woke up and saw...
Is this plugged in?
I'd probably cut myself off. I think I would. I would cut my own fucking member off. So, it's plugged in. Cause
Oh, it's coming on. There we go. I got it.
But, yeah, I would probably cut myself off. Yeah. If I found... I don't know. But as Steve pointed out, you never know. It could be that one moment where, you see a beautiful sky, and it's just the best you ever had in your entire life. And, you know...
Yeah, well, that could be the same for you if you're laying in the glory bed and you got your eyes closed and you have the best fucking orgasm you ever had in your life. You open your eyes and bing, it's Bob.
It's Bob. I like that.
That's a new
You
one.
know? So what do you
Hi,
say
Bob.
then?
How are you doing, Bob?
Thanks, Bob, for the best orgasm
You know,
I
and
ever had in my life.
but not any Bob.
Bob
But
Swiderski.
Big Bob McCluskey. Big Bob McCluskey.
Big Bob McCluskey
He's
there.
from the Black Dog Show.
Seriously?
Big Bob McCluskey there.
Yeah.
He shops in Pat and Patty's Slack Shack and Snack Shack. That there from Elgin, Illinois.
Big Bob. Open up your eyes, and it's Bob.
Big Bob.
Oh, fuck. Thank you, Allie.
Hey, I'm the one that just said I'd suck 10 different dicks.
A friend comes home. A friend comes home. She's away on vacation. Right, she comes home a day earlier than she told her roommate she was coming home, but she knew she was coming home that day.
Okay.
Her roommate was expecting her the day after.
All right.
The house is a complete mess, and it's a female lives with a male roommate, but they don't have a relationship. You know, they have their separate bedrooms.
Right.
Comes home, place is a mess, so she's pissed off. She walks into the living room area, and he's there. Oh, hi. I didn't know you were coming in. And nice cold one.
Sorry.
You had to.
Had to.
So he acts like he didn't hear her coming in, and she was like making all kinds of noise because she's pissed, slamming things, picking things up, and all that. Mm-hmm. He goes into the living room, and there he is. Like I said, he gets up. Oh, I didn't know you were coming in. Reaches over for a towel.
Gives
and
a
just
reach
pulls
over?
it next to her, to him. Like, before she gets that. So it was the, I think the crunchy towel, if you know what I mean.
Ew.
So, welcome home. Yeah. And so, whether or not she sits on that couch anymore, God knows.
Crunch.
But, yeah.
Why do I have a feeling that you're talking about Rizzo?
Well, Rizzo wouldn't hide it, though. Rizzo would do that right open, just to probably leave
No, we know that, yeah.
a napkin right there next to him, and right in his wife's seat, and come on over.
Can you pick this up for me?
But you guys need help. Psychiatric psychology is my specialty. Yeah. Rizzo, who makes more shrinks cry than anybody I know. Social drink. Social, everyone.
All
drink.
I need to say to Rizzo, remember, someone hates you. That's an inside joke. Sorry, people.
Byron, you cock! Oh, that was the best. Middle of Atlantic City.
Tallest escalator I've ever been on. At 4 stories.
Huge open atrium. Byron, you're a cock!
That echo.
Hey.
Everybody on all the other escalators are looking over around, and I'm
What
laughing.
the fuck?
my
Oh, you're
ass
down
off.
there crying. I'm like, fucking Byron. And I'm yelling at both of them. Byron, Jesus. The two of them are like fucking little kids.
He's afraid of heights.
The whole trip.
So
Yeah. Hey, look at down there. And he's, you're a cock.
You guys see those things on Facebook all the time, like the glass bridges, and I've seen videos of, even people trying to walk their dog across the glass bridge, and the dog's like got all fours out like that, and they're pulling the dog. His dog's just sliding.
I'm not going.
But then there's this guy that's like takes like 2 steps every other step. But I'd probably go on my hands and knees across that fucking thing. I would,
drag you
something
by
I
one
would
leg.
love to do though is I would love to go zip lining sometime. I'd love to try that.
You won't go across a bridge, but you'll zip line by just a single fucking cable over your head.
It's not a stick. Well, no, because you're still attached. Shut up.
Byron, we had the other end with a wrench.
nope. Just
I'd
like,
still make it through, and then I'd come back and kill him.
just
That's all.
just like what I'm terrified of. If it was in a glory hole, that some guy with the fucking
Yeah, snip.
the trim tree there.
They're hedge trimmers.
No, hedge trimmers. The machine.
Pruners.
Pruners. There you go. I would. There's no. No. I'm cutting that fucker.
Go back to the glory bed. Gizzard said I could have had a V8. Krusty the Clown on the towel thing. Yeah, Krusty the Clown. That would be Krusty the Clown do that.
Very good.
All right. Oh, man, I fucking hate heights. I hate fucking heights. Yeah, a lot of people. I'm okay with heights. It depends what I'm on, though. You know? And
Like what? Weed, mescaline?
I know you hate heights.
No, I love heights.
Yeah, as long as you're on a ladder, because you went like fucking 3 steps up and...
No, it's widths I'm afraid of, actually.
I'm afraid of girth.
Hey now, there you go.
Oh, I know he's not afraid of girth. Oh.
You sick bastard.
Well,
All right, so...
I guess, oh,
All right, that ladder thing.
yeah.
That ladder was shaky as fuck when I got up there, okay? And it just started bouncing. It was like being on a trampoline. I was 2 floors up on a ladder, and all of a sudden, it starts bouncing. And I have nothing to hold on to except for the building. So there I am. You can see me right on Facebook. I'm just like, I'm flat against there, and all I can hear is this asshole down below me. Look at you! And I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, hey,
And then you shook the ladder, too.
I was holding the ladder. I wanted to make sure you were safe. I didn't want anything to happen to my friend.
So that's what goes for holding the ladder in the 21st century.
Oh,
are you okay?
I didn't want anything to happen to my friend, so I was holding that ladder. It's okay. Dude, it's right up there. You see it? It's right up there.
It was pretty bad.
So then we get the biggest guy of them all goes up there.
And he's comfortable.
He's a pro.
there,
Yeah, he's a pro at it.
He's fallen off of ladders before. Oh, really? Are you going to cough right now?
I know, right? I have. Woo.
What the fuck is the matter with you? I'm trying to count my F-bombs tonight after talking with his
Too
friend.
many on your show? Or?
No,
okay.
there was a belch on his show, and he just looked at me with shock, and I just went, I'm sorry, I'm sitting in my regular seat here. It's just
He does get a little too
natural.
comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He gets a little too comfy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do have to say, the last time we were out, Byron, last time we were out together, you managed to teach an old lady, probably like 65 plus years old, to go.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. The double, you
double
smack
pump
your
middle
fists
finger
together, and then you give the middle finger.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, there was some friend outside the window, the smoking area, and hey," and then she's like trying to be funny,
She's
give
giving
him the
one
finger.
and I'm like, no, you gotta
yeah.
do this. Slap, fingers.
So she does it, just a little dance in front of the window, and boom, boom.
They're all fucking dying laughing
Yeah.
outside too, because this little old lady's at the window smashing her fists together and then popping up a finger.
Oh,
It was pretty cool.
yeah, that's typical.
I communicate well with the elderly.
Yeah, you managed to fuck up with a few guys there, and people.
So I want to throw that question out to Rizzo and Chrissy about the glory bed. If you had your eyes closed, would it matter to you whether it was male or female?
I can answer for Chrissy. I'm sure no.
Oh,
Rizzo,
well, I don't. Rizzo, as he says here, he doesn't do roller coasters. I know that. He doesn't. Roller coasters. He barely goes anywhere in a car.
Rizzo doesn't
I love
do the
roller
George
coasters.
Washington Bridge well.
You know what? I don't do that bridge well. I don't do any bridge well. I don't. I really don't. I had a panic attack because I drove down to Pennsylvania, and when I drove down, it took me over the Tappan Zee Bridge, which wasn't as bad.
At what time?
I don't fucking know. Who
Daylight
gives a
or
shit? What-
nighttime?
Daylight or nighttime?
Daytime.
Okay, so it's pitch dark. We're on the lower deck of the bridge. You can't even tell we're on a bridge.
He was freaking out before we got to the bridge.
And all of a sudden you hear, oop, oop, coming from the back seat. And, how do you know when you're having a heart attack? Oop, oop. So I said, Rizzo, plug in your iPod there and listen to some tunes. Let me know when we're over the bridge. And then it transferred because it tortured him that much.
Yeah.
I had to do that on that 4-story escalator.
You're such a douche.
I attracted his attention in the one way that I knew that he would look down. I said, "Holy shit! Look at that chick down there." And he went right to the edge and he went, "Pirate, you cock!" It was great.
Yeah.
I don't know if I went too far on that one.
We're gonna do our usual right now. Hold on.
Oh, that worked out well.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Taking the country by storm. The Black Dog Radio Show.
And the second one?
Because once you go black, you never go back.
Not fucking true.
Hey, where are the white women at?
I look forward to that fest, man. You know.
I keep on saying Chicago. It's Illinois. There's a whole goddamn state. It's not just one city.
But you're right. But everyone says, Boston. A guy out there in Boston, blah, blah, blah. We are outside from Boston. But, it's... You could say the name of the town, but 90% of the people don't know the town. You say Boston. Oh, yeah, I know where that is. So you say outside of Boston, just like Chicago. They're, about the same distance outside that we are.
With all the movies that are taking place in Massachusetts now, they're starting to get to know our towns. Brockton, Braintree, Quincy.
All the shitholes. No places you don't want anyone to know about.
But that's all the ones that went in that fake Boston accent that they do on movies. Even Ben Affleck and what's his fuck the kid Matt Damon. Even they don't even have good Boston accents anymore.
The problem with them...
It's forced.
No, that's the problem. It's forced. They have a Boston accent. The problem being is they try to act a Boston accent. How the fuck when you already have a Boston accent, act out a Boston accent? Just fucking talk. You're from Boston, okay? Get angry. That Boston accent will come out. That's it. That's how it comes out.
Boston accent.
That's right. So, that's where our Boston actors go wrong, and that's why they end up sounding like shit when they do a movie.
Perhaps they should get, as who is it? Gronk said. No, is it Gronk? Who the fuck said it? Get lubed up before the game.
Yeah, that was Gronk.
Was that Gronk or Brady?
Oh, it would never be Brady.
Might have been.
No.
Well, it could have been Gronk.
Definitely Gronk. He's a party animal.
Wasn't Edelman.
Brady's like fucking go home, go to the library, go home. Gronk is a party animal. Brady is not. He's all about going home to the family.
Gronk is a fucking joke. I'm sorry, okay? Yes, he's a great player. He's a fantastic, phenomenal player. But he's also the kind of player that gets hurt every fucking season and ends up having to have surgery every fucking season.
But he puts his all into the game.
Yeah. It's all so much that he destroys himself and can't be there for the rest of the season. So,
again,
fuck you, Gronkowski.
That's what happens, it's unfortunate. He's hurt. The best thing is...
We'll win without you.
Right, that's fine. And I strongly believe in that. No team should have to rely on one or two players to win the whole goddamn thing.
I think we proved that with the 4-game suspension.
Yeah.
And where is the Patriots? They're still number one, aren't they?
Right. I mean, then they still won 3 out of 4 games.
Rizzo said Chrissy likes glory holes. Rizzo don't play that period.
Oh, boy. Should do a movie based on our lives. Shallow Rizzo. Yeah, that's true. Shallow Pissah. Fuck you.
That's a movie I could sleep through.
You can sleep through that. Let's see. What do we got on the comments here? Bump of the caring friend. That's right, Diesel. That's right.
Yeah. He cups the balls, too.
I'll cup the ball. Crunch them. And I know all those assholes on the Black Dog Show. Oh, yeah, a lot of assholes on the Black Dog Show. Oh, God. They are funny.
Jackhammer.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a great show the other night. You'll have to catch up on it. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to that portion of it and then went to a bar.
I saw they had a birthday cake with a masturbating minion. That was a good video.
Oh, my God.
It was funny.
Cake farts. You know what? Now we're talking about cake farts, talking about...
Every time I hear the word cake fart, all I can see is that skinny ass on that Pepperidge Farm cake with chocolate frosting all over her ass. That's
why I like lemon.
You guys like Oreos?
I used to.
Let's hold my opinion until after
I know, I was going to say, I might not like them after this.
You like Oreos? All right, do you like the basic Oreo?
No.
The original Oreos, no?
The double stuffed.
The double stuffed? Okay.
I like the double stuffed. I like double stuffed.
The vanilla ones?
Yep.
Double stuffed rocks.
Oh, shit.
Well, what I have here, I found...
he's opening up something to eat.
Candy corn Oreos.
Oh, I heard about those.
So, they can't be that great. They were on clearance at Target.
They're on clearance because the season is over.
Yeah, but we're going to share these. And we have that are experienced with them.
Can you give me that because you're killing me with the noise? Let me open them. You're killing me.
Have you ever watched on
Killing me with the
YouTube
noise. Look at that.
Irish
Killing me with the
people?
noise. Wasn't me. It's the fucking bag. I wasn't like involuntarily making noise.
Have you guys watched on YouTube Irish people try?
Still you.
And it goes, Irish people try
smell like
shooting,
Nella
shooting a
wafers.
gun, eating American food,
Yeah.
eating American candy. It's a great. If you look it up on YouTube, it's something to kill some time with. It's fun. It's funny, and the Irish accents are pretty cool.
Fine.
So this is the candy corn Oreo. Candy cane? Candy corn. Duh. Have a little more to drink.
See,
out.
this is the kind of Oreo that I like. The vanilla ones or the
they get golden ones, right? They have called the golden ones.
Whew.
Oh yeah, you get
Holy
the
shit! You can smell that from here. This is
yellow
nothing
and
but
gold.
sugar, modified corn syrup and starch.
Oh, what do you expect the other shit to be? The cream, the gold cream.
Yeah, but this cream was like thicker.
like frosting.
Yeah.
Smells like frosting.
Yeah.
Oh, they're a little stale.
No, mine's fine.
They're probably from fucking Halloween.
There's nothing better than Oreos in beer,
Good until March of 2017.
according to them.
They're not stale.
Okay. It's
You're
okay.
stale.
I like a crispy Oreo.
I can.
They are crispy. Mine's crispy.
Well, I got the soggy one.
I almost feel like the diabetes kicking in. Yeah.
They're not terrible.
You don't think it's sugary?
I'll eat them.
Oh,
Rizzo says double stuff alley.
she probably already has been, but I mean, I'm not speaking.
Candy cane
I'm
for
not
your
speaking
ass.
for
Wait,
her.
no, listen. Candy cane for your ass. Allie demonstrate.
One more.
Rizzo, you need to
One more.
straighten your shit up and stop
now
talking to
I'm
me
getting-
like that. Don't be fucking disrespectful. Fucking asshole, you pig.
Hey,
But that's Rizzo.
I don't give a shit. He doesn't need to be disrespecting me. Don't fucking disrespect me. I'll pop you like a
does our
motherfucking
guest
balloon
want to
next
try
time
the
I see
candy
you.
corn Oreo?
Now, if you stuck him with a pin, you'd have all
Yeah,
sorts of
and he'd go
nastiness all
flying
over you.
around the fucking room like
No.
a fucking balloon running out of air.
Nah,
You know,
you'd
they're
have
actually
all
pretty good after a
Don't
couple.
disrespect me. I don't fly.
Hold on.
That doesn't fly with me. I don't disrespect people. Don't fucking
Once
do
you
it
get
to
past
me.
the first one, they're pretty good, actually.
Actually, this is a very good Oreo.
Well, I'm surprised.
I liked it very much. It was very good.
Oh,
I like the springtime lime ones.
but springtime lime.
Yeah, they got lime. They're green in the middle.
So there we go. Candy corn Oreos.
Rizzo, you won't need the cup.
Clearance
I'll
at
get
Target.
On
I'll get
clearance now.
through the cup.
Ah,
Oh, so you're shopping at Target now instead of Walmart?
I was at Target.
Foot-
No, you have the holiday stuff. You got to go for the Christmas stuff at 70% off. All that shit, you know. Mm-hmm. So, look, quite a few decorations. I saw that. I'm like, that's perfect.
Bumpo was ready to change
Oh, I got
Christmas time. So
That's how I
his
got
kids
these things for like
wouldn't know.
$2.60 a piece, you know.
Yeah, well,
And I took my meds before the show, Rizzo. Thanks for asking.
Wow.
I just don't take kindly to being disrespected. That's all.
I'm looking over there at your computer. You're about halfway down on the
Yeah.
battery there.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're getting it.
How are
What
you
time
doing?
is it anyway?
Yeah.
Well, how many minutes are we
I'm
doing?
Well,
like
we do need to play
I have
something,
19%. Can we do the millennial song?
Yeah. As long as you're not going to sing it.
I will sing it. I'll sit back here and
Okay.
sing it.
Why don't you
I'm
turn the
not
microphone
trying to.
on?
I'm not trying to do karaoke,
I'm not
but I
trying to
love
be-
singing the song.
I know you do. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but it's,
Well, you sounded like a jerk.
people want to listen to the song and not just, not a karaoke minute.
Go fuck yourself.
Coming up next on the Wicked Pissah Show, Allie's rendition of the.
I know.
You better be
Oh my
careful.
God, that
he
was
will
so
mute
funny.
Just
the
a millennial
music out to
song.
the outside world, and there you'll be.
Hello, I did that already. You have-
There he sits inside the local coffee shop, sporting a main bun and facial hair. Somehow he believes, although he has no job, that by his 30s he will be a millionaire. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A. Gotta love millennials. M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-A. Instagram with a quote that's inspirational. Hopes to change the world while wearing yoga pants, armed with her dreams and knowledge of essential oils. MILLENNIA. Gotta love millennials. MILLENNIA.
Well, now I bet they can hear us on Spreaker.
Oh, they haven't been able to hear us.
They haven't been able to hear us, which is fine. We were off. We had a power problem with the laptop. That was controlling his stuff. It crashed. Power. We ran out of power.
So if you want to donate to us, we need Windows 10 machines. Send them
I have
to
Windows 10.
P.O. Box. No, we need just one dedicated for this studio. Yeah. We'll just get one. We'll leave it here, and but if anybody wants to buy us all sorts of equipment, we're willing to take that too. No problem at all.
Are we on Spreaker?
So we are on Spreaker. We did
now on Spreaker.
All right, because Diesel was asking.
I know. That's why I just said that's
just making sure.
And if you could read lips, we were on Facebook too.
No. Yeah. But Allie was not. We were, but Allie is blank for whatever reason. Facebook has decided to kick her to the curb.
The finger.
Yeah, right. She has been censored. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to work on that. Figure that out. Have to load and upload again.
It's still a learning curve, people. We are.
It's no learning curve. It's software issues. It's the same thing. We just nothing has changed. It's just all of a sudden shit just doesn't work. We plug it in, it works, and then we go from one scene to another, and then the camera's just not there. So it's all hooked up there. I have to disconnect it, deactivate it, reactivate it, and it works. It's a software issue more than the computer issue. So it's the
sure. Well, it's whatever it is.
All right, folks. Let's see. Let's see. Find a good one. What's that? Maybe that one from Mr. Sin there.
From Sin. Ooh, I like that. I know that that Rich the Big Dog likes some Sin. We don't.
What was the name of it?
I can't remember. I don't have it. If I had it quickly, I don't know.
Aye.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it.
You want to play one of them softy songs that you like? I'm gonna call Bumpa Mr. Softy from now on.
Hey, no.
It's late night with Bumpa. Playing the soft songs that everybody likes.
I like the shit you listen
to.
No.
Hey, I like some good heavy metal.
You say so.
I like.
Why is it switching to my camera when I'm not even there?
You're not there. Whatever.
Because he's working on shit.
You go.
He's distracted. You can.
I was trying to put her up there, but.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it just keeps going back.
Yeah.
No, that's the delay. That's why.
1-800
that's me. That's when I was trying to work on you.
Funny.
You're looking at Facebook. You have to understand Facebook's got like a minute plus delay. So that was what I was working on. So let me back home number 9. Because I love this fucking song.
Which one is that? That is a great song.
So just give us a few minutes, folks. We'll be back. Wind this one down.
You're listening to The Wicked Pissah Show.
This rock star with no fame, the way it is for everyone. God knows that if I try, I might be able to get by as one of the normal ones. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same, and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. So I drove off to Atlanta, looking for some home-cooked food. Well, the people, they turned away. Yeah, they had nothing to say. Man, I thought it was kind of rude. Maybe if I was their kid, just let me in and put me in the right kind of mood. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. God knows that if I try, I'll get back home alive. Never have to leave again. But take me back home to Boston, back where I know where I belong, back where the days they seem the same and everyone knows your name, back where I know that I'm home. Bring me home. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home to Boston.
And that was Back Home by Heart Number 9. Those of you listening on Facebook, there was
Probably
no
missed a lot of
music.
that.
So, or all of it. It doesn't matter. It is what it is, and we are who we are.
And Allie is here, even though you can't see me.
We are the Wicked Pissah Show. It's just kind of up and down tonight with the...
Up and down, in and out,
Oh, good
all the
God.
way around.
Yeah, I just found a new sound effect that I don't even need
I
technical
can't wait
ability
till he
for.
dislocates his fucking pinky when it does
No,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's gonna happen.
You get fucking stuck right on
I
there.
have to go to the hospital. Why I got myself stuck in a shifter.
Oh, shit. This... We have to do something. We're going to have to figure something out for Valentine's for friends over the Black Dog Radio Show.
What do you mean, like a challenge?
We could do that, too, yeah. Could get them a gift.
Eat a whole pound of chocolate?
How is getting somebody a gift a challenge?
No.
Sugar-free
It's two
chocolates.
separate things.
Okay.
We could do that, but I said I was thinking of a gift. We can do a challenge.
Oh, for the showmans?
Right. So we can do...
We got a showmans going on with them, you know.
A showman.
Showmance. That's what it is. It's a showmance.
A little twisted.
Yeah. So we can figure something out. And no, a pound of chocolate. No, I'm not. Nothing that is going to fucking make me puke when we leave, or while I'm still here, or right here.
All right, so you don't want to puke. So we'll give you a pound of sugar, no sugar added chocolate. You know what that shit's made with?
What?
Mannitol and sorbitol.
Oh yeah, yum.
The key ingredients in baby laxative.
Yeah, baby.
You're not going to be able to leave this place without using the bidet. Okay? That laser beam will be cutting through that turd.
So, who is Don Lemon? Not John Lennon, Don Lemon.
Good. No.
Okay, well, he's on TMZ, and he decided to have someone stick a needle in his ear during a CNN's live NYE broadcast. The anchor was in New Orleans, and just before midnight, some dude with a mask did the dirty work. It's painful to watch.
Nice.
Yeah, it's showing a picture, right? It's showing a picture of this dude with a needle through his ear.
That's how we used to pierce our ears back.
And George Michael's boyfriend said that the singer wanted to kill himself. He wanted to die and tried to kill himself numerous times.
That's typical in celebrities. I mean, how many are suicidal? Yeah, I mean,
Right, but I mean, he had AIDS to begin with, you know. So I don't know. It's just
I had
all
never
sad.
heard that he had AIDS.
Yeah, he had AIDS. I remember when he became HIV positive, and then when he got full blown AIDS. Yeah.
Well, that's a lesson to people using glory holes. You got
yeah. See, good point. Good point. Glory hole, glory bed. Yeah, you don't just do random shit like that.
Yeah.
Perfect reason. Well, the glory hole. I don't give a shit if you $1 million or whatever. No, that's
you know,
a good reason.
that's just like
fucking place.
thinking about money. You realize the dollars, the bills that you have in your hand, were probably in some sweaty G-string.
That's not so bad.
That's fucking gross.
Like,
I don't need any cooch juice on my fucking money, thank you.
you're not a guy, but some guys might be like,
Oh, shit.
oh, he almost walked by her there.
I was oh my god, I would have died. I would have died had you hit the floor.
That's a chill.
You're on
Any
there,
minute
Byron.
now.
You're on there.
Watch.
Any minute we're going to see this on Facebook.
I'm fucking psyched. That's awesome. I gotta
Why
see
I'm
that.
not moving on Facebook? You are.
You are.
Don't worry, you're going.
Any minute now, we're going
Any
to see
second.
me come crashing out of that chair.
That's fucking great.
Oh, what do you know? I think we froze
But, you know,
up.
some guys...
That's a good thing if that happens.
Some guys are fucking nasty like that. Some guys want a... You know, fucking... There it goes, ready?
Oh, here's where I
For those
go
not
back.
wondering what we're doing, waiting for the delay on the Facebook feed. We'll
Go
see
back
Byron
about a minute, and you'll see me fall backwards.
nearly fall out of his fucking chair.
That's what you get when you get a free... Hey, listen, I got free furniture. Almost everything in this room is... I mean, well, you bought the sawhorses. I bought the bed frame. And,
Speaking of
There
free
he goes,
furniture.
there he goes.
Speaking of free furniture.
yeah, I'm about to go back, and... Wow!
No, speaking of free furniture, I've been on Craigslist like for the past week because I've been looking for a bed.
Well, it's
but
better than... Never mind.
but the stuff that they have on there for free is unbelievable. Even Facebook now has this new part. They have a marketplace,
Yep,
the
seen
Facebook
that.
marketplace.
Yeah.
Even on there was this beautiful sectional for free, and I wanted it so bad. But, well, because the couches at my house are it was like patent leather, and it's all fucking scuffed off, and it's fucking gross.
That's my
the
furniture.
couch. That's
You're
the couch
describing
right here.
my-
It's fucking gross.
You're
And
describing
it's
the
pathetic,
green room
but you know
furniture.
what? It's not my furniture. It's
Yeah.
not my furniture. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least you get... It's a good source for when you do
for
go
when I
somewhere
do
else.
get my place, yeah.
When you finally get the place you want.
Yeah.
You know, to fucking get what you want.
I
But a
can't
lot of
wait-
people...
I can't wait for
You
that
will find
day.
a lot of free stuff on there like that because...
Oh, Craigslist is a wonderful
Yeah.
application.
Craigslist and Facebook, all
Facebook
those...
Marketplace.
Yeah, they,
Let Go, Offer Up.
They sell that stuff because you can't unload it otherwise. You can't... Depending where you live, a lot of places you can't just leave your couch out front. You get in trouble for that shit.
Well, not necessarily, because people will put their stuff out and they put an ad on Craigslist and they'll call it a curb alert.
Yeah, but again, it depends where you live. Some places don't allow you to put it out front, and some places only allow 24 hours for trash to be on the curb. You can get there are some towns and cities that have bylaws or ordinances. 24 hours, your trash barrel, whatever, cannot be on the curb beyond 24 hours.
I
And
never heard of that.
it's a fact. I live in a town that has that.
I'm just saying, I never
I know.
heard of
I
it.
understand that. I'm informing you here.
I understand that.
You'll find a lot of stuff free because
Are you trying to get smashed?
Yep. There's a lot of people. I'm just saying because
Nobody can see me, so
a
there's
lot
not going
of
to be
right, I
any
know.
witnesses.
Gee. Help!
Wait,
Wait.
ready? I'm going to fall back in my chair now.
That's SOS Morse code.
Oh, hey, this is actually kind of nice. There we go.
He's gonna fall.
I
Snap.
can't wait. His head's gonna fucking crack the window.
Some people live in apartment buildings. They can't get rid of the stuff. They just simply can't get rid of it. You know, they got paid to bring it to a dump. It's just easy to sell free. Somebody
put
wants
it
it.
on
If it's good
Craigslist. Yeah,
shit.
throw a
If it's good
curb
shit,
alert.
yeah.
Throw a curb alert on Craigslist.
Yeah,
On Craigslist.
Fred's list.
I said Freg. On Craigslist. And with the address, you know, and people just leave the shit outside, so people just drive by and pick it up.
Too bad you want more computer savvy. You can start Allie's list. You know, something like
Allie's
that.
list for what?
I don't know. What would you?
Allie's shit list.
Yeah. Check every day, folks. See if your name makes his list or not.
Bumping Byron always the top of this list.
No, that's not true.
No, Rizzo.
Byron maybe.
Yeah.
Rizzo definitely up there. Rizzo probably.
Rizzo more or less goes up my ass sideways.
And that's never
not literally,
that's
figuratively.
Never a comfortable.
Oh,
thing.
you know that's just
No.
That just open a can right there. If he is, I don't know if he's still.
No, I don't believe he is. He isn't because
he's already had his
wrapped
ice
up. Well, we had that technical thing, and he kind of went off on that.
yeah.
He left
Well,
him there.
he said peace out later. I stay on any longer, Allie will have a fit. Don't want that. So no, it's not that I don't like Rizzo. I just don't like.
He likes to make
some
himself.
of the shit that he says. And
I don't like any of the shit he says.
That's all. There's nothing wrong with that. I can dislike what people say.
Oh.
I can dislike people. I can dislike whatever the fuck I want to dislike.
Hey, fucking asshole.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, who the fuck you think you are? Oh, but yeah, I don't know.
All right, what time is it?
I am loving.
Yeah, but
there you go.
They don't have to.
Oh, the chair keeps.
Oh, here we go.
going back.
What's this one?
At the end of this day, one shall stand.
Really?
One shall fall.
What movie is that from?
That's one of them Transformer ones.
Yeah. You don't like Transformers, man? Come on.
I love the Transformers.
I love this song right here.
Now, you know you have to
Of
put
course, when you're from the 1940s,
Yeah,
you would definitely know that.
Come on, that was from one of the best of the 70s dating shows.
All right, we're not going to be doing this history challenge bullshit. No.
Oh.
We did like a fucking 3/4 of a
Here you
show
go,
on
guys.
that one.
You should get these things. You can duke it out.
I got my lightsaber. Where's yours?
All right.
Yeah, but you only have AAA batteries.
You don't have any batteries, bitch. You don't have any batteries. So I got one up on you. Or actually, 3 batteries up on you.
At the moment, yeah.
At the moment, yeah, because you're in your chair,
How about a
not
nice
the
hot dog
closet.
and a beer? How about a nice hot dog and a
All
beer?
right.
I wish I
My
had.
computer's shit in the bed, so...
Oh.
Yeah, shut that.
Are you
fucking
sure this is
down.
legal? I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
Those are our nights out right there.
What movie is that from? That's a funny
Oh.
line. It
Are you
sounds
sure
like
this is legal? I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
that's what's his name from The Hangover?
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. If anyone knows what movies that's from, let us know. If you can hear
Play it again?
Are you sure this is legal? I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
Bradley Cooper. That's what it sounds.
Yeah.
Well, if it's Zach Galifianakis and Bradley Cooper, then it's the Hangover movie.
No, it's not Zach.
They were in another movie. Then. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Fuck everybody. Fuck all y'all. This is the fucking wicked motherfucking business show.
That's right.
Fuck y'all.
Kingpin, Big Diesel said.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right, that makes sense.
Well, at least one person is listening to us.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of fell apart again tonight.
It's nothing new. If you're, faithful listener of the Wicked Pissah Show, you know that we are loving our technical difficulties.
This is one of my favorite lines from a movie. Is he all right?
Now, you know how it's low. It is barely audible on Spreaker.
Yeah,
so you have to. That's why I know I play it loud, but that's because it comes out normal on Spreaker.
Well, because
So
it
you
was
need to-
ready.
All right.
There
He
you
was
go.
pulling up doing that. So
Gotcha.
But Matthew McConaughey back.
Feels good to mingle with these laid-back country folk, don't it, Harry?
Dumb and Dumber.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Oh my God.
So I love how Allie was like once the anti-burp.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
And now she's doing full words.
All about it. We should ask Wilfred about her burping technique and where she.
I like how
I've always had this technique.
Sorry.
You love how she what? What were you gonna say?
She told me before how she used to torture him. Hold him down and
that spit thing. Yeah. We talked about that.
I used to hang a loogie over his face, and I'd suck it back up.
Sometimes it wouldn't come back,
and then
though, right?
Sometimes it would break and it would go all over his face. Yeah, as I've said, and I'm not making fun of you, Wilfred. Well, I just kind of did by calling you that, but
that's his radio name.
It is what it is. I was a mean big sister. If I could take it back, I would, but I can't.
You know what? This song here can go out to. We'll send this one out to Kelsey as she continues to heal,
recover,
feel better. Yeah.
I texted her the other day, and she didn't text me back.
She might be listening. She had a problem with a charger for her cell phone.
Yeah.
So it was
if you are listening, Kelsey, we love you, babe. Hope you recover soon, get well. But this one goes out to you, Allie, and our friend in the living room. So.
In the green room.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
And we'll just take that out right there.
Thank you.
And if you're through,
I thought that was, kind of goes to all of our listeners though. You're a pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend for the Wicked Pissah Show.
It's surprising how many.
You would be the biggest.
How many of our listeners actually like that show?
Yeah,
and they
It was a funny show.
It was a fucking really funny show.
Well, how do you not like it?
Which brings me to a topic.
What?
Has anybody
because
noticed?
It's all women, that's why. Oh wait, but you'd think that he'd like it more because
I'll go into a story about
all
that in a minute.
Fucking the cobweb snatches there. Break right through that shit, Byron.
Which brings me to another topic. Where did the TV show theme go?
It went with the show.
It's gone now.
It went with the show.
There's no more TV themes out there.
You know what? Alan Thicke, who also passed away in 2016, unfortunately, was extremely into writing theme songs.
Right, he wrote several. He wrote
the theme song to his show.
He sang the one for Growing Pains.
Yeah, but he wrote a few.
Pains. But he was well known for writing a lot of jingles.
But if you have a TV show now, they don't have a theme to a show. They have a note or something like that.
Yeah.
Law and Order used to have a theme.
Well, they find it as a way of utilizing the time, opposed to losing almost a minute of that intro. Now the shows, whatever, start right up. The credits are during the first opening scenes.
Now, if you take a look and you watch a show, you can watch a lot of the TV shows on YouTube, and they used to run between 46 and 48 and sometimes 52 minutes. And now you're lucky if you get in a 1 hour show actually 42 minutes of showtime. So they're just packing in all the advertisements. Now, when I watched Star Trek for the first time as a kid on reruns, apparently I didn't know they had cut entire scenes out of the shows.
Jeez.
And they re-edited all of them, and they put that all back in. I was fascinated when I found this out. Now they're not even hiding it; they're just deleting it from the record. They're just no more themes.
I think if you look at it as far as a financial standpoint, that minute of advertising,
exactly.
As two more commercials they could put in there, or split with a commercial or more showtime. But it's all about the money, the revenue. But I think it's a better way. I like it that way because I'd rather just get to the fucking show. You have a quick little note, little hey, boom, this is what it is, and start.
I don't know. We grew up with some shows that hit the Billboard.
Right, but
The Greatest American Hero, that song there.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Love that show.
Yeah.
Love that show.
The theme hit the Billboard Top 100. Knight Rider hit the Top 100. Miami Vice. And we just don't have any themes anymore.
Married with Children.
Love and Marriage. Yeah, that was a good song. 2.5 Men. They cut that down to men. It's just...
Well, after Charlie Sheen left, I'm sorry, that show just was not the same.
I
mean, I like Ashton Kutcher. I do. I like him as an actor, but I'm sorry. Once Charlie Sheen did that show, that's kind of hard to live up to. You know what I mean?
They jumped the shark. They did it slightly successfully, but when they got rid of Angus, the kid... Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember that. I haven't watched it.
That's when it fell into the toilet and they brought a girl in.
Yeah.
Apparently, you guys know Tori Spelling.
Unfortunately.
Well, her and her husband, they took out a huge loan from the bank. And the bank's come to collect.
And they defaulted on it,
The
right?
City National Bank is suing the couple, claiming that they took out a $400,000 loan in 2012, only to default. The bank says they currently have an open tab of around $188,000. Another interesting tidbit is City National wants an extra $17,000 that Tori allegedly overdrew from her checking account. How the fuck do you overdraw $17,000 on your account? For one. Number two, what kind of bank allows an overdraft of $17,000?
Someone who usually has six figures in the bank.
Yeah, well,
or who
that'll never
sounds
be
like
me.
they could have six figures.
That'll never be me.
Well, that was a problem.
Unless Channing Tatum comes to marry me like he's supposed to.
For misspelling, the problem was that once her father died, his wife...
money died too.
No, the money
didn't die. The
wife got it. Mom got it all.
Mother got control of it, and Tori Spelling and her mother didn't have a good relationship at all. They had no relationship. She was close with her father. She was close with her father. She may be an idiot, but she's a fucking rich idiot.
Not anymore.
Broke.
17,000.
They had so many properties. They also had, she had her show that she was doing, and they had a bed and breakfast that they were trying to do.
Now wait a minute. Hold on. Notice how she said it past tense, had.
Well, I don't know if they still have it. That's why I said had.
They'll be losing it.
That's why I said had, because I don't know.
Yeah.
They'll be losing it because they can't make those payments.
It's correct terminology there.
Well, you think you remember?
Thank you for the English correction.
Aaron Spelling was a near billionaire.
Most productive... most prolific producer out of the 70s.
Yeah.
And into 80s.
And he had a massive estate.
90s,
he had a massive estate. And so you got to remember that...
and Tori Spelling has a brother as well, I believe.
Yeah, I bet he has money, though. And Tori will probably piss right through it. I mean, Tori is brought up.
Oh yeah. She with a silver spoon in her fucking mouth. Right. Absolutely.
And mom's not giving her anything.
Oh yeah. Let's just drop $5K, $10K here.
It was a big thing. I think if I remember correctly,
to them, it's
Tori
nothing.
tried to sue for the money too as well.
Yep. Yeah, but to
the
them
will
it's
was clear.
nothing. To them it's nothing dropping that kind of money. You know what I mean?
Right.
$500-$600 for dinner or whatever. You know what I mean?
But
it's like
quick
fucking
quiz.
What the fuck? That's like a month's salary.
Quick quiz. What was the first TV show that she was on?
90210.
Papa?
No, it's not. I know.
You know.
I do know there was another one. I do know it. I know 90210 is not.
She played a mousy girl who is the girlfriend of a geek.
What the fuck show was it?
Saved by the Bell.
That's
right. She was on that show?
Yep.
She was.
You know what? I got to tell you, that show, the theme song to that show, drives me out of my motherfucking mind.
Where is it?
I'm doing the same thing. How fast can I get it up?
No, please don't, because I'll get it stuck in my head. Please don't. I would really appreciate it if you would.
Like in a good way?
I would appreciate it if you would do me the courtesy of not to look for it.
I'm not
Byron,
looking for it.
I will throw my laptop at you. It's almost dead anyway.
It'll be a brick.
And that's a heavy laptop.
Yes, so watch yourself.
No.
I forget what I was saying.
it's sad that people like her. I don't know. She, like you said, brought up with a silver spoon in her mouth.
Yeah.
I
was talking about Saved by the Bell. That theme song would literally wake me up out of a sound fucking sleep. Because I sleep with the TV on, and when I could afford cable, because I'm not Tori Spelling.
Yeah. You would still be getting it for free. You just wouldn't know.
No, that's not true.
Tori Spelling be ripping them off.
But the theme song for that show would come on, Saved by the Bell, and Byron's gonna get fucking punched.
Nope, that was a sound effect.
Yeah, it was the beginning of it.
No, it's a sound effect. It's a school bell sound.
So it would just make me sit straight up in the middle of the night. It would wake me up out of a sound sleep. The theme song, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, shut the fuck up!"
Hey, speaking, go back to 80s, 80s shows.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
70s.
The Emmanuel Lewis,
Krusty Fuck,
and Gary Coleman. All right, I'm going to present a twisted fucking question.
Okay,
Allie, which one would you do?
Ooh.
Webster.
And he's still alive. We're going to contact him right now on Spreaker.
I know, right? Byron knows him. How did you know?
I've always wondered what it would be like to do it with a midget.
That would be a dwarf.
I wonder. Well, I always wonder. I always wonder what penis sizes are anyway. Like, I'll look at a guy. It's funny because I'll be like, I had this girlfriend one time. Like, almost every guy I looked at, I'd be like, I wonder how big his dick is. I wonder how big his dick is. She used to be like, oh my god, will you shut up?
Imagine though, he drops his pants and the fucking thing's hanging down to his ankle. It's like the one thing I did.
And then I would turn around and walk away.
You're mine.
Turn around and walk away. No, because he's a midget, so I can kick him out of the way.
No, I'm saying if he ended up having a trunk between his legs,
a third leg.
Yeah, exactly.
The girth.
The kickstand, tripod. So you like Emmanuel Lewis better than Gary Coleman?
Yes.
Seeing as though he's still alive, so
and he's better looking though. But he's better looking though too.
Either or. Yeah.
He's
So now, like you, midget. Would you do a midget?
Short,
person. Small person.
Yeah.
Small people, little person.
Yeah.
Midget's not nice. I understand that. Yeah. You would do a little person?
Yeah,
Have you?
Have you seen? No, not yet. No.
Not yet.
There's still time, folks. Right here.
I don't know if any of you ever seen.
I'll make sure there's pictures.
I showed you a couple of scenes from the movie, and we watched some of the movie. It's called "I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell."
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
I do. I do remember.
The whole movie is about that. Him, the Tucker Max, the writer, the author.
Yeah.
Who is a self-professed asshole, but he was a rich kid. He was a trust fund baby, and he did all sorts of bizarre shit. In his books, the first book was "I Hope to Serve Beer in Hell," and I highly recommend if you get a chance, you see that online, watch that movie. You will die laughing. That's over the kid. Tucker Max has diarrhea, and he's running through the lobby and shitting himself as he runs through the lobby.
Oh my god!
I don't know if you have any comments up there on
no
Spreaker.
No, Allie walks down the street thinking,
does he have a big wang?
Yeah, okay. As a matter of fact, I do.
Typical woman.
I do. I do wonder.
Fucking broad.
What's the shape? Diesel? What's the size? What's the girth? Which way does it curve? Does it curve down, to the right, to the left? Does it curve up?
Big Diesel,
curving,
what do you got?
Curving up is the best because that hits the G-spot.
Straight, line straight, and all I can say.
Curving up is the best because it hits the G-spot. Just saying.
Let me see. I'll try to create another.
Can't help it. When you're walking down the street, and my computer just died. When you're walking down the street and you see somebody that's nice looking or whatever, you can't tell me that you don't ever imagine them without their clothing on.
Oh no! I mean, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So that's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I'm just focusing on the penis aspect.
I've been doing that since I was in middle school.
Looking at my ass.
Well, that too, but that was.
Joking.
Class is over.
Yeah, well, for those that were watching on Facebook, I took a nosedive.
Yeah, and Allie is here, but I'm just invisible tonight.
So, all right, we are still on speaker. And Diesel, you hit Allie right correctly on that. I think, she's always talking about how her and her friends are, does he have a big dick? Doesn't like you heard she just talked about with Emmanuel Lewis. You wonder on little people, how do you think?
Yeah, I want seriously, you're not curious when you see a little person. You're not curious at all, like what their anatomy looks like underneath their clothing because they're different. I'm curious because
absolutely.
they're different.
I think a midget would be kind of okay. I know it's not nice to say. A little person, right? I know.
I'm calling you out on that every time.
Little kind of person will be cute, but Byron, the name answers the question. Big Diesel. The Big Diesel. There you go. You don't need nothing else.
Hold on a second, Big Diesel.
Plow through that.
Oh, Diesel though. It's like high mileage, low maintenance, or
high maintenance. Who are you talking about, Byron?
Low maintenance.
If you're talking about Byron, that's high maintenance.
I'm high speed, low drag.
He's high maintenance.
And
he's not talking about his dick, folks.
Wow. Oh, he's just twisted around. So you still but you never really answered the question on the $1 million question, though. What'd you give a guy a blowjob for $1 million?
That was never a question. It was, would you get a blowjob for $1 million?
Would you give a guy a blowjob? That's saying no, I guess, right?
Well, Steve said
you turned it into the glory bed.
Steve said he would.
If you didn't know, blah blah blah.
Steve said he would.
Oh.
For $1 million.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
What, Steve? Oh God, yes.
I know. I'm sure for some people out there, you could actually lower that amount and get a yes. We'll pay your rent next week. All right. But,
pack of cigarettes.
Yeah. But see, that's another thing. There are girls out there that will bang the landlord for rent. In lieu
get a fucking receipt, bitches.
There is actually porn out there
of the landlord.
It's called landlord porn.
Oh my God! There you go.
There's
also probably voyeurism.
Well, there's also what's called stuck porn.
Stuck porn.
Found this out from a couple of guys that I know. They were talking about it. Apparently, when a girl tries to climb through the window of a house, like she locks herself out of the house, and the scene is she climbs in,
right. I think
and the guy comes up behind her, whips down the pants, and I'm stuck. What are you doing? And then banging a. They do their thing, and and apparently it's a thing. Well, women get stuck underneath a table, her ass is up in the air, the guy, it just Oh
my God! I could see the landlord porn, whatever.
Yeah.
Because the landlord, think about it. All right, the landlord does the deed.
Stuck porn.
Yeah, the stock. The landlord porn. Think about it. All right, the landlord bangs. Takes the offer. Hey, fucking hot chick, I'll bang her. Right? But now he still needs that money to make. He might need that money to make his end of the mortgage payment type thing, because a lot of landlords, depending on how much property they own, a lot they like multifamily, right? They don't pay
unless
their rent
in Detroit.
Exactly. But like, if say you owned a 2 or 3 family. You're not paying rent. The rent from your people are paying your mortgage.
Well, sadly, there's a surcharge.
So, yeah. So you put it under surcharge,
Well, yeah.
So I'll. But I think the smartest thing.
December is surcharge month. Remember that, everybody.
But what would you do? I mean, if you're the landlord and you still have your mortgage to pay, and one of your 2 other tenants. One of them says, "Yeah, hey, I'll give you this."
It'd have to be a really good.
You'd be like, what would you like? Completely waive the rent, or just give her another week or two?
Discount.
How much would the discount be?
That's a tough one. I mean, it's a sliding scale.
He would miraculously, some magically way, pull out of his pocket a chart, and it would be like how long you last.
Oh yeah,
and that's where we'll go.
You have we should really play Cards Against Humanity on the next show.
Well, I was thinking that recently. I was at a party last night.
Did somebody whip that out?
We played a different one. That's what she said, or something like that. Fucking hilarious.
Crabs adjust humidity.
You have crabs?
Crabs who adjust humidity, yes. Which is a cheap bookstore version of Cards Against Humanity.
Okay.
Great fucking game.
We can do that.
It really shows a lot about you.
You can start bringing a couple of those out, and
we could play a little bit of music in the background while we play the game.
So I have an update about the Mariah Carey story. Apparently, Dick Clark Productions are saying that she defamed them.
Oh, God.
Of course she did.
They're they're outraged by the claims that Mariah's people made to TMZ. She's opened herself up to a lawsuit.
Yep.
Dick Clark's people say Mariah's claim the production company sabotaged her New Year's Eve performance is defamatory, adding it's also outrageous and frankly absurd. Mariah's people say they repeatedly told production people her earpiece was not functioning, but they ignored the warnings and falsely led the singer to believe that everything would work fine when she hit the stage. It says state, but I'm saying stage because that's what it's supposed to say. Fuck you, TMZ. Suffice to say, the performance was a disaster. Dick Clark Productions. In very rare instances, there are, of course, technical errors that can occur with live television. However, our initial investigation has indicated that DCP had no involvement with challenges associated with Miss Carey's New Year's Eve performance. Dick Clark sources blame the problems on Mariah, saying she refused to personally do a sound check, and there was ample sound on the stage for her to hear the music. Dick Clark Production adds, we want to be clear that we have the utmost respect for Miss Carey as an artist and acknowledge her for her tremendous accomplishments in the industry.
And she got busted lip syncing, basically. I saw all the speculation.
Just as bad as...
yeah, but people lip sync. I mean, come on. She's a fucking performer. She can't sing at every single fucking performance, not with the voice that she's got.
She doesn't have a voice anymore. That's the problem.
No, she doesn't.
She's wasted it. She wasted it on her talent in the, back
early
in the
days,
day.
right. And so
because, from hitting all those high notes.
She relies on what I call studio magic in order to have it... to release an album. She relies on the studio equipment
God
to make her
forbid she
voice.
comes out with a new album and has to do a tour. She got to lip sync the whole tour?
Well, a lot of them do.
Fucking A.
Oh my God! Right? That's a good one. Though. I give you credit. I'm giving you 9 points on that one. That was nice.
So now New York Daily News is talking about that. Mariah Carey goes down in the Hall of Shame with Milli Vanilli and what's her name?
They got her down there with Milli Vanilli. No shit.
Milli Vanilli was. I mean, they were short-lived.
They were huge. They were gigantic.
Yeah. They didn't last as long, but they got busted.
Girl, you know it's true.
They got busted early. They got busted early on their career. But
first album, yeah.
Yeah, but think about it. If they think about the ramifications, it had it been like 4 or 5 albums later.
One of the guys, the lighter skinned guy from Milli Vanilli, he committed suicide.
Yeah, and the other one even attempted several times or something like that.
I'm not sure. Probably. Hey, I would have if I was them and got busted like that.
Turn out to be like 2 guys and a girl.
I'm sure we can't get copyright fraud laws here.
We're talking about.
They
did it fake too, so.
Well, that's why.
That's what I'm saying. There shouldn't be any issues with us playing the song.
Oh yeah,
they didn't really sing it.
No, they didn't sing it, but the record company still owns it.
There was one year, I went down to the Brockton Fair a couple of years.
I hope you were carrying.
This is before I was carrying.
Oh my God!
But it wasn't as bad then.
I want to carry.
People were just stabbing then; they weren't shooting as much. But this song was huge on the Himalaya. Remember that ride? We rode around and just kind of up and down like this in a circle.
Oh yeah. In some carnivals, they made like a rock and roll type ride.
Yes, the Rock and Roll Express. They turned it into. They used to call it.
One had Aerosmith and stuff.
But they used to play this a lot too, and that was in that one year, and then it became not so safe to go down there. Not really a family kind of thing.
No, it's Brockton. If you go to Brockton, yeah, the Brock. I like to call it the Brock,
the armpit of America.
Exactly. I think it was ranked like number 13 in the U.S. most dangerous cities. By ratio. Yeah, and it is shithole.
Cops walking around with sticks taller than I was. They beat the shit out of everybody. They had small gang wars that went on, and the fireworks one year I'll never forget. They went off, and the company that did it didn't have enough to launch the shells up, so they were coming down hot. And I'm talking professional displays that are coming down hot on a crowd, and there's children screaming. It just was it was amusing to me. Because I wasn't getting hit by burning fireworks, but pretty much. I ran right out into the crowd, but
Oh, well.
All right, we're coming up on how long now?
Too long.
Yeah,
we are. He's looks as though he's looking for music here. That's awful.
I still got a lot of cum in my balls.
Oh, Rizzo's here.
He's here?
It's Rizzo thinks that he's...
Rizzo's here?
For prying. But did
he really?
one of you...
or is he online?
Fornicate? Yes, with a heavy-set
fornicate
in the big and tall dressing room.
Look, I've boned a lot of fat chicks in my time, sure. But as far as I can recall, I've never fornicated.
Hello?
We're listening.
You said Rizzo's here?
No,
you
missed it.
You missed the sound.
You took your headphones off, and that's
because I was busy.
So now we have the official spelling of bucketa. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
No, that's Keith's spelling because Bumpet's spelling. It wasn't my spelling. That's not how I spell it, but that's how he spelled it.
So this is
So I spelled it his way because if I spelled it my way, he was just going to erase it and spell it his way.
This is a bumpa bucketa?
That's a bumpa bucketa.
Allie got up and
there should be two T's. There should be two T's. Bucketa.
Until it's over.
That's right, folks. But,
Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Wicked Pissah Show. We all love you very much. You're listening to the Wicked Pissah Show. If you're not listening to us, you don't know what the fuck you're missing.
So, have a good night. I'm Bumpa.
I'm Byron.
I'm Allie.
Peace out.
Side. But you say that you don't know, 'cause you can't afford the ride. Well, don't say it's over until it's over. Look at what we've done. It takes a lifetime to have such a good time. We're having so much fun. In your hand, you gotta run with the blade. You think about the future, but you don't care about much today. You like the way it's silent, and no one bothers you. But when the world's in your hand and you ain't got no plan, well, you just don't know what to do. Now tell the truth. Don't say it's over until it's over. Look at what we've done. It takes a lifetime to have such a good time. We're having so much fun. I'm telling you things will get better, and that everything. Whoa, no, and everything gonna be okay. Don't say it's over until it's over.